is a great day to be alive on this Monday. Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Alongside me is always Kyle Wallace. What's going on?
USA, 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 USA.
The World Cup is coming soon.
Yeah, World Cup starts this week right in North America. Really, the greater United States. Here, take that.
Thank you.
Stroke, come get yours.
We all got a flag?
Team USA. Their first game is coming up.
Why did we have these when we actually had a chance to win a championship like we did in the Olympics
USA,
for hockey?
Because come on now, people don't really watch hockey like that now, but we watch
the
soccer.
Olympics. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's different. People can't even name all the stars, but when it comes to soccer, you know all the great stars of USA of the past. Go USA! If I say Landon Donovan, you know who I'm talking about.
Of course.
If I say
yeah, the long list of U.S. soccer stars.
There are a lot.
What a long list.
There is a long list that I can go down.
Tim
Howard. You can go on Tim Howard. Tim Reeves been on like 18 different teams. He's still playing
Who
soccer.
was the outside back? Beasley?
Not Michael Beasley. DeMarcus Beasley, yeah.
There we go.
And his brother played as well.
Naming soccer players.
His brother
World
played
Cup
as well.
Week. This is not how I expected to start.
Josie Altidore, who always was hurt.
Aguchi Onyewu.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a defender. Good job. Yeah. USA.
Hey,
I
look
gotta
at
get us
us.
ready. All week long, we got to be ready for USA soccer, baby.
How did you find, Strofe, a perfect spot on your camp? Throw it up there. On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. It was like a perfect flag holder that you would find outside of home. You can talk?
I'm creative.
Okay, very creative.
Clint Dempsey. Woo!
USA!
Michael Bradley. Woo!
All right, World Cup has got Kyle excited. 800-990-3776.
Aren't we doing remote broadcasts?
Next week, yes.
And this,
No,
are we
this
doing
week.
stuff this
we're-
week,
oh,
too?
yeah,
We're
right. I'm out,
at Zocalo on Thursday. We're at Veer North on Friday.
Yeah!
And
Can't
then,
wait.
But I thought they play.
They play Friday.
They play Friday
They
night
play
at like
after
8 o'clock.
after the show.
They play USA and Paraguay.
Paraguay.
Easy for me to say. At 8 o'clock, I believe.
Paraguay.
And then
That's what I
on
said.
the 19th, they play at 2 o'clock. We'll be in Madison live during the game.
baby.
Oh, baby, indeed.
USA!
There is, baby.
USA, the greatest country in the world.
Y'all know I went to a World Cup before.
Yes. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. List is more. As we've mentioned, you got YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Of course, the ESPN Wisconsin app. Now, I did not plan on starting here, but I heard bits and pieces of Sunday Karma with Kyle Wallace and Jesse Nelson. The first 20 minutes of Wilde and Tausch this morning was all about the Jesse Nelson party after the American Family Insurance Championship on Friday out in Sun Prairie. And then they brought it up later in the show. Apparently, Kyle has caused a storm amongst Jesse Nelson and Mark Tauscher. So before you say anything, Jesse Nelson had a party on Friday. I will admit straight up, I did not RSVP. I did not plan on going. I did not go. I was in Madison Thursday. I was in Madison Friday. And after the show, I was not going to go drive to Jesse Nelson's house because I knew that it would not meet any expectations of fun. So there was no reason to RSVP to go to something that I would have zero fun at. Plus, I wanted to go home. Kyle Wallace, RSVP'd, yes.
Yeah, I did.
And he didn't go.
Yeah, so I felt bad for doing it, but at the end of the day,
I already don't. You don't feel bad.
No, I felt bad, but I was going to go, but then when you go to a party, what is the first question that you ask people who also got invited to the party? What is that question you ask?
You going?
Are you going? And so I asked the people I knew. I said, Ben Brust, you going? He said, nah, I ain't going to Jesse's house. I asked Ashton. He said, nah, I got other stuff to do.
Ashton
Rotman,
Rotman,
who's the executive
ESPN Madison content director.
Yeah, now executive producer, not anymore. And then I asked Jim Rutledge. Me and Jim may debate and argue on air, but Jim Rutledge is a nice guy. He said he ain't going. I said, well, hell, if Don ain't going, who the hell am I going to talk to? Jesse? No.
So you're a follower, not a leader.
Well, I like to talk to people who I actually know. I wasn't looking to meet some of the new folks or folks I don't really know at ESPN Madison.
Why
And so
not?
I was going to
Why weren't you looking forward to meeting new people?
not my.
You know he's
That's
not
where
a
I
new
go.
people
Yeah,
kind of guy.
yeah.
Being a good teammate and meeting people you work with on a daily basis.
Now I gotta
Not-
fake it. First and foremost, that was after hours, so this was a choice. And then I'm not gonna lie. I was on a tight time schedule, and I talked to a great fan at the AmFam Championship that I almost missed a ride with Ben Brust. And by the time I got in the cart with you, it was too late. I didn't get to my car to 6:10. It takes 15 minutes to get to his house. I had to get
All I
somewhere
hear
by
is a bunch
7.
of excuses. I wonder what Jesse Nelson had to say about Kyle Wallace missing his party.
I think I'm justified in complaining that Kyle Wallace RSVP'd that yes, he would be there and then didn't give any type of heads up that he wouldn't come. I think that's incredibly appropriate of me to be upset about.
Did you make extra
Very,
brats?
just so there's announcements going very IPT by Kyle. Go ahead.
There you go. Thanks, Tausch.
Go ahead.
Because you go out, you plan the amount of food you're going to have, you plan the amount of drinks you want to purchase, all based on what you expect the attendance to be. If someone says they're going to be there, then you're
Today publicly.
you can't just keep chiming in when you say go ahead. I'm turning you off every time because you got announcements going on.
Kyle needs to apologize. Kyle needs to apologize to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, he did, kind of. It was a very empty apology yesterday on Sunday Karma.
So let me just say this.
The disrespect.
In poor taste, I would agree to not let him know that you're not going to make it.
Bro,
you got to let him know that you're not coming.
I-
That is where you I would have been like, fine if you're just like, yeah, I don't want to go. You got to tell him. If you RSVP'd, yes. Like for me, I didn't RSVP. I saw him in his face, and he knew. Like he joked with me, "Hey, you coming to my party?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." I told him right to his face, like, "No, I'm not coming to your party."
I was going to text him, but then I got in the car. My AC don't work in my car. I get hot. I get flustered. I was on a tight time schedule. It was just, I made him. I messed up. But to say my apology was disingenuous is ridiculous.
Well, let's listen to your apology.
I'm sure it's the most genuine apology you ever heard.
I have not heard this. Is it genuine?
Just for context, I was asked immediately after the apology how I'd rate it on a scale from 1 to 10. I rated it a 0.
Strove hates me. That's why.
So what had happened was, Jesse,
Oh God.
is that I was going to come. And then a couple things happened. You know, when you go to a party, you want to know who all going to be there.
See?
But I don't work in Madison, so I asked Ben Brust. I said, hey, Ben, you going to be there? He said, no. I said, okay. I said, hey, Ash, you going to be here? He said, I got something to do. And I said, hey, Jim, you going to be there? Jim said, I got to get to family. And I said, well, these are all the people I know. I said, who am I going to talk to when I get there, right? I don't know all these people like that. You're going to be too busy hosting people. And so then something came up because, you know, I'm getting married. And with this wedding, I needed to go and return some stuff to a store before a certain time. Then I had to get home before 7. It was a lot. And so I said, dang it, man.
Dang it, man.
I ain't going to be able to make it. And the big thing, Jesse, I'm going to tell you this. I was going to do it. But then a great fan came up to me at the AmFam Championship and talked to me for about 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. They talked to me so long, Laney, I had to yell for Ben Brust, hey, but I need a ride. Then I said, I need a ride. And me talking to that fan and getting that ride, I ended up pushing it back, and I couldn't go anymore. I'm sorry. I could have texted you, but then I'm sorry. My apologies.
No, dude, bro, you
that wasn't sincere.
No, it was.
I explained myself.
You're sorry at the end after making 15 million excuses and taking no accountability.
I was.
You should have just been like, hey, Jesse, hey, look, here's what happened. Stuff popped up. Things happened fast. I should have texted you that I wasn't able to make it. I'm sorry. That's it.
No,
That's all I have to do.
I wanted
Instead,
Jesse
the
to
more
know.
have you noticed the more you talk, the worse it gets for you? Like, you just don't know when to stop. And then you kept going, and you just, you made it seem like you were, I don't know, had
I thought
a
giving him,
CEO-level schedule
I
where you had
thought-
something to do every 5 minutes of your day.
I used to have a certain level of respect for Jesse where I felt like he deserved an explanation and a sorry. I'm sorry.
Aren't you the same guy?
Shoot me for feeling bad.
Aren't you the same guy that spent time and time and time in the last month complaining about RSVPs to your wedding?
Oh, don't.
And
don't
now
even.
you RSVP'd to
Don't
this
even.
and didn't show up?
Don't even.
If
Don't-
somebody
not even
did
the
this
same.
to you at your wedding,
Not even the same. Not the same. Not the same.
it's an RSVP.
No,
an RSVP is
no,
By
an
the way,
RSVP.
how many people were at this Jesse Nelson thing?
Only like a
Nobody.
dozen.
That's not a party.
Nah.
A dozen's a party.
No, hell no.
That's a gathering.
It is.
Oh,
It's
wow.
a small
Sure.
little
That's not a
shindig.
party.
It's not a party.
I think anything above 5 is a party.
and then no, not at all. Not at all. Hell
No.
no.
No,
And
this
it-
wasn't a party.
And then
gathering's fine. I'm fine with
And
gathering.
It was a
then-
gathering.
they left before 8 o'clock. What type of loser ass party is this? Leave before 8.
There was an end date?
There's
it's
an
just
end
a
time.
happy hour, it sounds like, at that point.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
wasn't a party?
And I was driving, so I couldn't even indulge. That's bad on Jesse to even think he was going to offer me a drink.
Yeah,
knowing I
he
had
should
to
have
drive back.
offered Ubers for anyone that needed them out of his own pocket.
He wasn't going to do that for me. I live too far. So
You
I
need- wait. So now I'm not Team Kyle.
Wait a
But
minute.
I guess I'm not Team Jesse either.
whoa.
I'm not Team you. I'm not Team Jesse.
Hold on,
Your
wait a minute.
apology sucked.
Whoa. No, my apology was great. But who the hell said IPT? Who was that who said import taste?
Tausch.
Tashi.
Mark, where the hell was Mark Tauscher at? That's his teammate. Doesn't Mark Tauscher live very close to Jesse?
Yeah.
Even
What, he-
the pro Kyle people.
I assume he had plans.
He wasn't even there.
He RSVP'd no.
He RSVP'd no.
When I
because he was
RSVP'd
going to the concert as he does every Friday
apologize
night.
to Jesse. I don't know how many times Jesse wants me to apologize. I said I'm sorry. I apologize.
Even when you're doing this right now, it doesn't sound good.
I said so. I was so sincere. Play the end of it again.
No.
Play the end.
No. That's
No, the
lacking
end-
context.
No, the end. No, what do you mean lacking context?
Derwin chimes in. Kyle is just more important than everyone else.
No.
Worst
I had-
apology ever. Total bleep move
I'm
from
sorry.
Christopher.
I could have texted you, but then I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My apologies.
My apologies. What more? I said I could have texted you, but I'm sorry. That's me taking accountability and saying I could have did something, but I didn't. I'm sorry. What y'all want me to say? Oh, Jesse, please forgive me, please. That I wish I could have went to
No,
your little
I already
12-person
did this. It's
party.
just, hey man, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Shooting you a quick text. Sorry.
You did it
I
your
hope-
way. I did it my way. I said sorry. Jesse, and you know who got in his head? Little hater ass Strofe. Strofe put that in his head. He said it was a 0 out of 10.
Little hater ass stroke.
Yeah, man.
You know what I did? I RSVP'd no.
Yeah, and you're just taking shots again at everyone. We're already starting the week with Kyle taking everybody out.
Y'all backed me into a corner.
You backed yourself
I'm
into
not-
this
You
corner.
did this to yourself.
I'm minding my. I apologize. I said sorry.
Usually pro Kyle, says Rick, but in this situation, you are wrong, and it's disrespectful to say that you're going to be there. He prepped food,
No,
and
he
brought
didn't. No, he
beverages,
didn't. No, he
bought
didn't.
beverages. He was going to charge you. If he wasn't going to charge you, but I would charge you now.
I told him
You owe him money.
I told him I'd give him $5 to $10 for that little brat. He was gonna little hot dog. He was gonna give me.
Well, hold on a minute. I will say, as somebody that has attended an American Family Insurance Championship after party at the Jesse Nelson household, which I did last year when I was in town.
Cool.
I will say, though, he goes all out, man. Like, he buys all sorts of beverages. He buys all sorts of food. He told you yesterday he made a casserole. He had brats. He had burgers. He had pasta salad. Like, he definitely spent, I would say, over $100.
I'm on a diet, so I can only eat certain stuff. So
What
Brother-
does that
brother,
matter?
I
what does
want-
that matter
I
between
want
you
you house
RSVP?
no,
Yes.
No, hold on. We're not letting him get away with that. We want you house bags of chips for lunch.
Well,
You're
not
on
today.
any- you are on no diet.
no, that was weeks ago.
Picks and
That was in
chooses
May.
what days he's on a
That
diet.
was in May. Okay.
It's June 8th.
Yeah, that's Ben. The month before, don't you change your diet
What'd you
a
have
little
for
bit?
lunch? What'd you have for lunch today?
I had a sandwich and
What was on the sandwich?
It was some peppers. It was lettuce. It was some sauce. It was in a wrap. 'cause
How
no
much
bread.
sauce?
No, just
So
from,
much.
No, it's from the store. So I didn't bring any additional sauce. And then I had light popcorn.
There was no meat on the sandwich.
Yeah, and turkey. I'm eating healthy. I'm trying to get nice. I don't like all this attack. What a way to. I brought the American flags. I tried to unite us, and look at you guys dividing us. You're dividers. I'm united.
Divided we fall.
That's what we're trying to do. You gonna let Jesse Nelson divide us? Out of all people,
I said I don't
Jesse
agree
Nelson?
with Jesse, and I don't agree with Kyle.
your chat. I said sorry.
Oh, I'm Team Jesse.
Of course, your team Jesse. He was your damn daddy. he was your Madison daddy. When you graduated from college, you moved to Madison. You moved in with your little daddy Jesse.
What?
He was your Madison.
Now
Did
he's
he?
just lashing out again.
I didn't move. I never lived with Jesse.
Just lashing out.
He said you moved in with your daddy.
He taught you everything you knew.
This did not qualify as a party, by the way. I just want to make that very
I'm
clear.
okay with that qualification.
It was a
I guess.
gathering.
It was if it was a party, it was a small party.
Oh my gosh! Stop comparing this to a wedding. It's not the same.
The RSVP thing, though, for you, Mr. RSVP.
Yo, Mr. RSVP.
That's where
was
the
gonna
biggest
say,
issue
dictator.
lies. Yeah, this is where the biggest issue lies.
Apologize.
No, you didn't. You
And
didn't apologize.
and
No one
Jesse-
believes in your apology. Every day you continue to
You
show
know.
who you are, which is just kind of mean recently. But we'll see if you change your behavior.
I apologized to Jesse. He was going to offer me a hot dog and a brat. I offered him $5 to $10 to make up for me missing yesterday, and he didn't.
Sometimes
take it.
it's not about the money.
Well, then I
it's
apologize.
about the gesture.
Oh, okay. Now, here's where another issue comes in. Mr. Throw money at any problem I have. You can't say sometimes
Yeah,
it's
but
not
I
about the
didn't
money.
need to throw money at this problem because I didn't create a problem for myself because I just said I'm not going.
This problem. How many problems have you solved monetarily in the last year? Every single one you've had. Every one.
That's not true. I did not hire a landscaper. I was grinding yard work this weekend.
I don't believe it.
I don't know why.
Did you just snap at me?
Snap my finger and point at
That's
you.
how you know you're a D-bag right there.
Totally. I know I can be at times, but
Holy
Kyle's
cow, I'm a tool.
I might be a tool in a D-bag, but at least I'm not a jerk like Kyle.
Hey, I might be a jerk, but I love America. USA. Go Team USA. Change the subject.
Is Micah Parsons going to play in Week 5? It's looking less and less likely, unless you don't believe Terrence Parson on Twitter. Getting in beefs. Not beefs, just shedding information. I want to dive deeper into Micah Parsons and the idea that he might not be back until Week 8-ish. Next on Kyle and Brust.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust
But then when you whoa,
So whoa off now.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, June 21st, and let's be honest, Dad does not need another tie, another coffee mug, another World's Greatest Dad t-shirt. Get him something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send your dad his favorite flavor, like my favorite, bourbon pecan. You can even add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order. So go to Kringle.com or make the call, 800-4DANISH, and have it shipped just in time for Father's Day. Kringle.com. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Father's Day is coming up, and let's be honest, Dad doesn't need another tie. Give him something he actually wants. New windows that lower energy bills, a durable new roof, beautiful siding, or a bath remodel he can brag about to every guest who visits. And during the Exterior Pros and Baths June savings event, you'll get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings, but only for a limited time. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They treated me like family.
They're actually people that you can depend on.
They made me feel seen. They really treated me like I was a part of their family, a part of their team.
They ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
They're just so welcoming and so sweet and kind.
It's like family, caring about another member of the family.
If you've been injured, it costs you nothing to see if Gruber Law Offices can help.
Enjoy Ozaukee County's premier golf destination, The Bog in Saukville. Featuring 18 championship holes designed by legendary golfer Arnold Palmer, The Bog offers a golf experience unlike any other for all skill levels. But The Bog is more than just golf. It's the perfect setting for corporate events, weddings, and group outings. Our team brings every detail to life. Play the finest greens of Wisconsin, then enjoy a bite to eat in our restaurant or out on our new patio bar overlooking the 18th green. It's time to golf, Wisconsin. It's time to enjoy The Bog.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Progressive provides protection for your boat and other outdoor vehicles so you can explore new things.
Oh, I can finally try pesto.
We meant like water skiing.
I've just never had pesto.
Or maybe take the boat somewhere new.
I mean, is pesto spicy or sweet? Oh, guess we'll find out, right?
Right. Bundle home or auto insurance with your boat, RV, or motorcycle and stay protected with Progressive while you explore.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for pesto.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Paul Hansen here, founder of Iron Jock. Worried about the heat this summer? Don't sweat it. Our gear is made for real life. Iron Jock apparel combines moisture wicking with superior cooling and advanced odor-fighting silver ion technology that eliminates 99.9% of odor causing bacteria, so you are fresh for whatever's next. Our focus is simple. Make apparel that performs hard no matter where you are or what you are doing. Visit us at ironjock.com to experience the difference.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust and Kyle Wallace with you. Alex Strofe is running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Liz is more. As it's clear, the K&B fam think Kyle was in the wrong, not letting Jesse Nelson know that he was not coming after RSVPing. Yes, enough out of you.
I apologize. I was in the wrong.
It was a weak apology.
I don't want to lose my fans and people who support me. I apologize. I was wrong, and I apologize. But Jesse's still talking about it today after we hashed it out yesterday.
Clearly, he didn't hash it out enough where he feels better.
Well, now I'm learning more about Jesse Nelson.
What's that?
He's.
You can say I was right.
Yeah, he's a little annoying. I get it.
Yep.
I get why you guys
Welcome
all
to
say
the club.
But
Spend enough time, eventually you'll start to realize it yourself. Sometimes you got to let people find things out of their own.
I found out, but I still like Jesse. But damn, Jesse, let it go.
In reference to a tweet from a at Packers with like a 3 and not spelled Packers, whatever it is on Twitter. It mentions Micah Parsons coming back week 5 and ending the year in DPOY conversation. Terrence Parsons Jr., Micah Parsons' brother, tweeted this. And I want you to read because, you're the reading expert on the show.
Okay, wait a minute now. Why you give me the tweet 1? It's impossible for week 5 of he just starts practicing week 5. You really have to look at week 8 just like C-Watt last year. C-Watt is Christian Watson. There's 2 T's. That's interesting because Watson only has 1 T. Just like C-Watt last year. Do you need me to interpret this or?
I don't understand. It's impossible. Well,
it's impossible for week 5. He's just going to start practicing. So basically, he's going to be starting practicing week 5. That's according to his brother. His first week back will be practicing week 5. So it's impossible that he's going to practice week 5 and then play week 5. That is according to his brother.
The new rule is that he could practice in week 3 even on PUP.
Well, this is what his brother's saying. And he said, look at C-Watt last year, even though C-Watt got hurt a little bit later. Tweet 2. Yeah, I know. But like I've been saying, doesn't mean he will, for him, the patient approach is the best approach. I just see a whole lot of week 5 and week 6, and I just trying to prepare people. Don't get caught up because that's not the goal. The goal is to be 100%. So basically what he's saying is I see a lot of y'all talking about week 5 and week 6 and him coming back, talking about the Bears game and talking about the Dallas Cowboys game. But what he's saying here is don't set yourself up for those expectations of him coming back because he might not be back until week 8. It's all about him getting 100% healthy because it ain't about what happens the first 8 weeks. It's about what happens the last 9 weeks of the season.
I found it very interesting hearing from Micah Parsons last week because he didn't flat out say I'm targeting X, Y, or Z, right? It's usually good to have a target, right? My goal is to be back by week 5 for the Bears, right? Even if he can't make it back for said goal, he didn't say my goal is to make it back by week 5. He did talk about long-term health and the organization and wanting to, feel like a Packer, be a Packer for a long time, and the importance of more than just rushing back for this year because the window is bigger than 1 year for the Green Bay Packers. That being said, this does change the mindset of if it is a possibility that Micah Parsons is not back till week 8, no matter who you play, that's a lot of games in a 17-game season without Micah Parsons, who we know the impact that he had because they were not good defensively last year without him. Now, your hope is with the new defensive coordinator and guys that you've brought in and different players that you expect to make plays in the upcoming season do so when he is out, but that we're also asking people to do things that we A, haven't seen, and B, have been expecting certain players to do and haven't done on a consistent manner since they've been a Green Bay Packers. So it's a big challenge. And again, this isn't the gospel. Let's make this very clear. Just because Terrence Parsons Jr., Micah's brother, tweeted, he's cautioning and saying it could be like week 8, like Christian Watson last year, doesn't mean it will be week 8, but it definitely doesn't rule things out and be like, again, if I would have heard from Micah Parsons that he is targeting X date, and sure, maybe misses by a week, that made me feel good, but he's taking his time until he feels like he is full go.
I mean, that's the smart thing overall. I know as Packers fans, we want to see Micah Parsons come back as soon as possible when he is ready. But at the end of the day, it's not about Micah just being healthy for this year. It's about him being healthy for years to come, which puts the Packers in a position to be able to compete for championships. But my biggest concern when I heard this was, in my mind initially, I'm saying, all right, we'll get Micah back week 5. We'll be good to go. And he gets the Chicago Bears. I'm excited about that. But it seems based off what his brother said is we need to pump the brakes. And when I hear pump the brakes in maybe week 8, then that leads me to be a little bit concerned about this Green Bay Packers defensive line, because the first 4 games of the season, it's not a cakewalk. Nothing is easy in the NFL, but they were all very winnable games for the Green Bay Packers where they were favored in all those games. But now when you're talking about having a couple games against the Chicago Bears at that time, they're still a good team. The whole NFC North is full of good teams. The Detroit Lions are a good team. The Dallas Cowboys can score a lot of points. You saw what they did against your defense when you had Micah Parsons last year, where you tied them with the score of 40. So now my biggest concern goes to, do the Packers have enough to hold up? Because when I look at the defensive line, I look up a whole bunch of guys that we have there right now in the trenches on the defensive line. I think we have a problem because these guys need to step up. We're talking about Lucas Van Ness. I don't know what to expect from Lucas Van Ness. Barron Sorrell, I don't know what to expect from Barron Sorrell. I don't know what to expect from a Brenton Cox, who is having a pretty good offseason, they claim right now. So all these guys, I don't know what to expect. And I've never seen Javon Hargrave in a Packers uniform. I trust and believe he's going to be good, but I've never seen him in that green and gold. So my biggest concern is, how long can this defensive line hold up while Micah Parsons is out, especially as competition starts getting ratcheted up a little bit after you get past week number 4. So that is one of the bigger concerns that I have, is the fact that this defensive line, can they hold up without Micah Parsons? Devontae Wyatt is the only player on that D-line that I have seen perform at a high level. Everybody else I have not seen perform at a high level as a Green Bay Packer, so that's what I'm concerned about. And then you look at the offensive line as well. You can't suck in the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, offensive line, defensive line, they're all going to be challenged. I thought this was very interesting from Gabe Neitzel on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy this morning on 94.5 ESPN, the idea of being without Micah for 8 weeks.
So why I think LaFleur would get fired, because Micah, the Packers should be good enough to make the postseason without Micah. They're not good enough to win a Super Bowl without Micah. And that's the difference, right? Like, if you're missing Micah for half the season, you still should be good enough as a coaching staff, as a roster, that you should be able to survive that, to be a playoff team.
That was Gabe Neitzel believing that you should be good enough to make the playoffs if Micah Parsons misses 8 games. And on cue, Jim in the YouTube chat chimed in. Here's a novel idea. How about build a team good enough to win games without Micah Parsons? Now, it's a great question. It's going to be answered. What my feel from Jim and the question marks in his YouTube chat is that he does not believe that. I'm not going to speak for him, but that's my assumption based off that question and the sarcasm of the novel idea thing. I'm with him. Like they need to be good enough to win enough games without Micah Parsons. Because what does that say? You're too dependent on one player. And I know you trade for someone like that. I know he's a big part of the money that you spend towards the overall team. But this, didn't we not learn from being injured with guys last year that were a big core part of this team, like how it can derail a season?
Yep.
You got to learn from your wrongs.
You do, and that's why, in addition to a Javon Hargrave helps, because you bring in some veteran presence.
But it's Javon Hargrave versus Micah Parsons. They don't belong in the same sentence of being able to hold down a defensive line.
What I'm saying is you bring in a little bit more depth and hopefully a guy that can be a little bit more of a difference maker than what you got out of Rashawn Gary. And so I agree, the Packers should be able to compete without Micah Parsons, because the biggest thing and difference for me is that going into the season, you have an entire offseason to plan for not having Micah Parsons. So the excuse of we lost Micah is not an excuse. You should have planned to not be without Micah. And so when I look at whether or not the Packers should be able to perform and win games without Micah Parsons, the answer is yes. They should be able to perform and win without Micah Parsons because they knew way back in December that they were not going to have Micah Parsons to start the 2026 NFL season. And with that being in mind, that should have been part of all the decisions and the moves that you made during the offseason to prepare your roster. So whether or not it's utilizing guys in different situations, whether or not it's blitzing a little bit more, whatever that Jonathan Gannon decides to do, I hope when they hired him, it was in mind understanding that you were not going to have Micah Parsons at the start of the year.
Again, I remember Jeff Hafley saying when this happened initially, like, oh, he's going to come back and break the sack record. You know, obviously he was under the assumption that he was going to be back right away either. He was just saying what type of player he's going to expect from Micah, like an all-pro, like he's going to get after it. Sure, he will, but this timeline makes it really uncomfortable because as Jay chimes in...
Uncomfortable about what?
Uncomfortable about how this team could win games without him for 8 games. That's very uncomfortable. That's extremely uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. You can't sit here and tell me that you're comfortable with the idea of the Green Bay Packers playing 8 games without Micah Parsons based off what they showed you and based off on... I don't really... know if I believe that they have the edge rushers outside of Micah that you believe in and can go into the season and say, yeah, we're good.
No, I don't.
Exactly. Jay chimes in, even with Micah Parsons, this is on the Kyle Brust Talk text line, I feel the Green Bay Packers line needs help. I don't think they're going to be great. With Micah, they all elevate, just based off the attention and how he's productive.
I think people forget so quickly what we were witnessing from the Packers as a team and the defense when Micah Parsons was healthy. That defense was really good with Micah Parsons.
Everyone, even cornerbacks.
Yeah, Keyshawn Nixon looked fan. He had, 5 PBUs in one game because he was able to break and sit on routes. So it is crazy.
Something unbelievable that we all didn't think was possible. And then Micah Parsons showed you that you could be a cornerback jumping routes if you get to the quarterback fast.
Yeah, you absolutely.
But
that's what
this
it does.
goes back to, again, I know in the first year of Jeff Hafley in 2023, the defense, is it 2023?
First year of Jeff Hafley in 2023, 24 season. Yeah, he was on here for 2 years.
So they had to manufacture pressure.
They sure did, and he did a great job doing it.
But, like, that's not a way to win a Super Bowl.
No, it's not a way to win a Super Bowl. But wait, but you're.
My point is the edge rushers weren't good enough.
Okay, it's not a way to win a Super Bowl. But if
it's also not without Micah.
Yeah, but you're gonna have. But in a perfect world, Micah comes back week 8, and you can have him the rest of the season like you had from Christian Watson, and he can play.
Oh, so now you're not worried without Micah.
I didn't say I'm not worried without Micah, but I'm saying
I just don't like the idea of having to now manufacture when you had to manufacture pressure when you didn't have Micah. You get Micah, now he's
ideal,
gone.
But it's the reality of the situation.
Yeah,
so
the reality is how are they going to win games without Micah?
And I get it. And my biggest thing that I mentioned before, my concern is that yes, Rashawn Gary did not live up to his contract, and he frustrated us with the fact that he did not get to the quarterback and he did not finish. He did not get sacks. But we knew what Rashawn Gary was going to give us. And that is why I'm concerned about not knowing what all these other young guys are going to be able to give us. But you have an entire offseason where I fully expect the coaching staff to put these guys in a position to be successful, in a position to win games. There should be no excuse for if the Packers start the season off and they have their first 8 games, and the Packers start off 2-6, or the Packers start off 3-5. Hell, if the Packers go 4-4 and the defense plays like trash, I will be disappointed simply because you had an entire offseason to game plan, scheme, and figure out how are we going to generate pressure, how are we going to win ball games when we don't have Micah Parsons. And we must also remember, when Micah wasn't there in some of those games the Packers had at the end of the season, the defense couldn't finish games. But the defense didn't play awful. Take away the Baltimore game, and even in the Bears game, the Bears only had, 13 points with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Stop doing that.
No, I understand. What I'm saying is that the defense just could not finish games. But they weren't an issue, like a huge issue for 3 quarters. It wasn't to that fourth quarter in multiple games against the
ultimately
Chicago
it
Bears.
wasn't good enough. All that matters.
It wasn't. But what I'm saying is the effort that they put in without having Micah Parsons and losing him during the regular season.
Man,
it was a valiant
excuse,
effort.
Kyle is already dead.
I didn't say any excuses. I literally just told you that the team, there will be no excuse for this team.
Here.
there should be no excuse for the team starting 4-4 because they had an entire offseason to get prepared. So I will not accept the excuse, well, they didn't have Micah Parsons. Hell no, that's not an excuse because you knew based off mid-December last year, you were not going to have Micah Parsons in every single decision that you were making to construct this roster defensively. When you hired Jonathan Gannon, in the back of your mind would be, how can we get a defensive scheme to make sure that we can make it without Micah? How do we get players who can make sure they can supplement for the loss of production that we're going to have from Micah Parsons? So when you see a Zaire Franklin, when you see a Javon Hargrave, when you see a drafting of Chris McClellan as well, I expect all those guys to fill the void, not completely, but to help fill the void of the loss of a Micah Parsons. Baron Sorrell, he better shine.
I heard all the names. I don't believe in any of
Lucas
them.
Van Ness got paid. He better shine.
He's not.
Really
You have
paid
evidence.
either.
He didn't really get paid.
Well, he gets paid next year. He got another. Listen, is that fifth-year option? Is that guaranteed?
Well, yeah, but
All right, then that's paid.
it's not-
He get to count his change for next year. He ain't even earned it yet.
What's going on with you?
What's happening?
What did I do? I'm just.
I don't know. You went on a tirade
About what?
that they should be good enough, and then you're taking strays at everybody. And
No, I'm saying-
and Lucas Van Ness,
He
like,
should-
you
yeah.
should be good enough.
He
but
better be.
He's not going to be. You'd be foolish to think he is until he shows you.
So then,
otherwise.
why did Goody? So why did Goody give him the fifth-year option then?
I don't know. I'm not Goody because he loves his first-round picks. You know it yourself. He gave Darnell
Yeah,
Savage a fifth-round or a fifth-year option.
I think
Regardless,
we're down on Van Ness because of when he was selected.
yes, you expect more from a 13th overall pick. Abso-freaking-lute.
Biggest month of September award goes to Lucas Van Ness. Like most pressure on success in September goes to Lucas Van Ness.
If he was a third-round pick, he'd be a star.
Yeah, for sure. But specifically when Micah's out, what are you? It's a true evaluation period. Obviously, he has the fifth year, but yeah, we'll see.
What I do know is Micah Parsons said something about Caleb Williams, and I need the help of all of you to tell us if it's real or fake or if it's out of context, because I don't like it, and you won't like it either. Next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust
Hi, guys. Well, you made my day, I'll tell you.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Catch a Brewers showdown with the Phillies Friday, June 12th through Sunday, the 14th. Come see the crew and leave with a giveaway as the first 25,000 fans on Saturday, the 13th will get a William Contreras bobblehead, courtesy of Nicolay Water. Then, kids own the ballpark Sunday, the 14th, when the first 5,000 fans ages 14 and under get a Sal Frelick jersey, courtesy of Joy. Score your seats for a can't-miss summer weekend at Brewers.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace. Right now, buy 4 windows, get 4 free in 48 months with 0% interest, same as cash. Restrictions apply. Call 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
You've always been competitive at work, in the gym, even with your kids. But lately you feel off. Workouts take longer to recover from. Your drive just isn't there. You know, it might not be your age. It could be low testosterone. At Mentality, we'll get to the bottom of what's really going on and build a personalized plan using testosterone replacement and peptide therapies to help restore your energy, focus, and drive. Get back the energy to being dad again. Book your appointment with Mentality at lowtusa.com. Again, that's lowtusa.com.
Your local bar could be your ticket to a global stage. Michelob Ultra Soccer Shootout is giving fans the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo, starting at 4 p.m. on Thursday, June 11th. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Maxwell Cedarburg, Potawatomi, and Spanky's Waterford. Your neighborhood, your shot at the world's biggest game. Play for the chance to witness history. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 plus. Void where prohibited.
You asked, and it's back. The original Cubano fan favorite has returned to Cousin Subs. And if you know, you know. It starts with tender pulled pork, our original recipe, and layers in savory ham, Genoa salami, and melty Swiss, grilled together for that hot, craveable bite. Then topped with fresh onions, tomatoes, pickles, and brown mustard and mayo, all on our signature bread. It's the fan favorite you've been waiting for. The Cubano, back at Cousin Subs, but only for a limited time. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Look around your office. Does it look like 1994 called and wants its lobby back?
Most brands just show up, often amongst outdated decor.
At Captivate Exhibits, ordinary space is the enemy. Beige walls, faded graphics, that motivational poster no one reads.
That's not culture, that's camouflage.
Captivate designs and builds spaces that don't whisper, they speak. They spark conversations, people lean in.
Stop blending in and start captivating today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
Let the good times roll. Kyle and Brust are back on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe is running the show. You, the KME fan, can get us at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talk and Text line. Less is more. YouTube, you can see our beautiful faces as well at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. All right. Put your detective hat on. Is this real or is this fake? The NFL is going to release the top 100 players. And many players sat down as the NFL posted this on social media, and many players gave their responses, including Micah Parsons.
Who do you think will be number one on the list this year?
That's tough. Number one. The number one player in the NFL is
Josh Allen.
I'm going to go with Pat.
Probably Miles.
I'm going to say 10.
Number 9, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman was from Micah Parsons. Now, it was really fast. Is it real or is it fake? This can't be real. There's no way this can be real. He would not ever say Caleb Williams is the number one player in the NFL, number one, because he's got a brain. And number two, he wouldn't slate his own quarterback, Jordan Love. All the other players were naming their quarterbacks or favorite players like C-Mac. Christian McCaffrey was number one, I think, because of George Kittle, right? Like, boys, obviously, like, they're going to put the people they like the most on there. Iceman? Do we have more to this, Strofe? Like, can you play something that clearly shows this?
Who do you think will be number one on the list this year?
Yeah, Iceman.
Oh, no, that's edited.
Who do you think will be number one on the list this year?
Yeah, Iceman.
You can hear the clip. Marketing manipulation. They clipped it. Yeah, Iceman. Yeah, Iceman. This is marketing manipulation by the National Football League.
They can't do that.
No, they
sue them, Micah.
Yeah, he really should. He did not say Caleb Williams was the number one player in the NFL.
Why would he call him Iceman?
Yeah, I don't know, because they might have. They probably set him up where they said, asked him about how do you feel about the Caleb Williams and the nickname. He said, oh yeah, Iceman. And so this was an absolute manipulation by the NFL. Micah Parsons did not say that Caleb Williams was the best player in the NFL. That's malarkey. That's baloney. It's farce. It's a farce and it's fake. Fake from the NFL.
Detective Strofe on the case here.
Yeah, this is my opinion on this. So I think, number one, it is a little bit of marketing manipulation, but that's not to say he didn't vote for Caleb Williams or didn't talk about Caleb Williams. I just don't think the question was, who is going to be the number one player? And he said, yeah, Iceman. I think it's more so, what do you think of Caleb Williams? And he said, yeah, Iceman. And they just threw it in there because they knew it was going to get clicks, and we were going to talk about the top 100 list, and here we are on the biggest sports radio show in the state of Wisconsin talking about it.
Yeah, but like, what? Is it just because Caleb is such a polarizing quarterback in terms of his up and his down?
The NFL, he's the cover boy right now. Cover boy Caleb from Madden.
They're pumping him up.
And let's be honest, it's not about, how great a quarterback is. Sam Darnold won the damn Super Bowl, and we're not talking about him, but Caleb Williams is entertaining as a quarterback. He has some miraculous comebacks in the fourth quarter where he put on some great performances and made some 6 throws, and he's well worth marketing. The NFL isn't just about how good you are on the field. The NFL is about what is your marketable ability, and he's very marketable. That's what he's in the city of Chicago, and they made the playoffs. He's coined himself this nickname that he stole from somebody completely different.
Play the full thing again. Because I think the full thing clearly shows Micah would never say this about who's the number 1 player in the top 100. Like, let's be real for a second here. Even
Who do you think will be number 1 on the list this year?
That's tough. Number 1. The number 1 player in the NFL is
Josh Allen.
I'm going to go with Pat.
Probably Miles.
I'm going to say 10.
Number 9, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, Iceman.
Yeah, Iceman. It didn't fit with the other responses at all. It didn't. I refuse to believe it's real. It is not real.
Bears fans gonna eat this up though. It geeks them up, and I get y'all should be excited about something. But I love how Bears fans like to conveniently ignore the negative and they only focus on the positive. That's cool. Like, I guess maybe I do it as a Packers fan as well. But they are ignoring the fact that it took for maybe 3 bad quarters of him playing football for him to just be miraculous in the fourth quarter. You even heard his quarterback coach talk about earlier this month or into last month talking about, hey, we want to get it so we're not in that situation where we're down in the fourth quarter. We have to come back, getting a little bit more consistent quarterback play for 4 quarters from the quarterback. But these Bears fans, they'll be like, it doesn't matter. He's amazing in the fourth quarter. Okay, well, sometimes magicians end up
I just think
drowning.
We need to think about the NFL top 100 list.
He's on the top 100 list.
He's not in the top 25.
No, he's not.
He may not even be in the top 50.
Well, he's not a top 10 quarterback, so there's no way in the
I
world
know.
he can be in
So
the
my
top.
point is Micah did not say this, and I just want people to know that what we listen to is edited and manipulated, and I don't like it. I don't like it by the NFL.
I don't like it by the NFL either, but Micah should. You're right. Micah should definitely sue them for slander, libel, for mischaracterization, because this makes him look bad.
Unless he was okay with it, but I doubt it. They'll probably just do what they want in the NFL because they get away with everything. They're the king.
They do.
And you can probably get a king-size bed at Steinhoffel's.
Oh, you can get a king-size bed at Steinhoffel, queen-size bed. You can get whatever you need at Steinhoffel's. And every single night when I go to bed, I get to lay down in my Dreams Affinity 2.0 mattress from Steinhoffel's. I sleep like a baby, and I want you to have that level of comfort as well when you buy your mattress from Steinhoffel's as well. And right now, when you have the opportunity to go to Steinhoffel's, they always got something great going on for you, and you can sleep better with their new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffel's. Right now, when you upgrade to a King adjustable base set, you'll get a free foundation or $500 instant savings. Plus, with Steinhoffel's 60-month financing, Queen Beauty Rest mattress start at just $32 a month. Yeah, you heard that right. Only $32 a month for a Queen mattress. And here's a bonus. You can stop in, you can test rest a Beauty Rest black mattress, and you'll receive a $20 gas card. Shop in store or online at steinhoffels.com, and I'm telling you, you're absolutely going to love it. Whether you're looking to get a mattress, whether you're looking to get a couch, whether you're looking to get shelves, whatever you're trying to do to fill that beautiful home that you have, you can do it all at Steinhoffels. Visit them today online at steinhoffels.com or in store at Steinhoffels. Steinhoffels is Wisconsin's mattress leader.
Jack in Milwaukee, 800-990-3776. You're on the Carbless Talking Text line with Kyle and Brust.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Howdy, howdy.
I do 100% agree with you guys. Micah Parsons would not say that about Caleb. I do wanted to ask your guys' opinion on who you think the best player in the entire league was. In my opinion, I think it was either the MVP, Matthew Stafford, or the Offensive Player of the Year, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And the other thing is, I can tell you one better pass without a doubt. Aaron Rodgers, I believe it was 2019, against the Kansas City Chiefs fading to his right, being sacked, throws an absolute dart to Jamal Williams back of the end zone. So, in my opinion, I don't think this play is that amazing. He was pretty much wide open.
Yeah. And it was a pass interference, too.
Thank you. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers' play beats this by 1,000. He's probably got 1,000 better plays than Caleb Williams. Like, this play was not that amazing.
When you say this play, which play are you speaking of?
I think he's talking about the one
Packer
against the
one?
Rams.
The Rams? I don't know.
Or maybe you brought up the one
I
against
brought Rams.
the
He
brought
didn't
the
really
one
say.
against the
You know what I like about him? What was his name?
Jack.
Jack. I like Jack. Keep hating, Jack. Keep hating. Don't show our enemy any love. Bumps them. I like it, Jack. It wasn't that good.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, KB Fam at 800-990-3776. Carbless talking text line. Stroh front of the show, and Stroh found out that Kyle is just extremely out of it. He's just getting old, like fast. This is embarrassing stuff.
Fast.
Embarrassing stuff. Coming up next.
You're surviving Kyle and Brust
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying?
That's 100% what you're saying. Now, I disagree.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Soccer fans, it's go time. The biggest tournament in the world is finally here, and ESPN Milwaukee is getting ready for Team USA at Veer North on Milwaukee's east side. Hey, it's Alex Stroh. Join Kyle Wallace and me for a live broadcast of Kyle and Brust Friday, June 12th as we pregame USA versus Paraguay from 2 to 5. That's at Veer North, Milwaukee's home for soccer. Great food, cold drinks, and the ultimate match day atmosphere. Grab your friends, wear your red, white, and blue, and kick off your Friday with us at Veer North on Milwaukee's east side.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Clutter piling up? Take a breath. Badgerland Junk is here to help. Based in Milwaukee, they make cleanouts simple, fast, and stress-free. From single item pickups to full estate cleanouts, their team does the heavy lifting so you don't have to. Homeowners and property managers, this is your solution. Furniture, appliances, yard debris, even commercial cleanouts. They do it all with clear upfront pricing and no hidden fees. Serving Milwaukee and the entire metro area, visit BadgerlandJunk.com. Badgerland Junk, your trusted cleanout experts.
Ewald Automotive Group is celebrating America's 250th birthday with as little as $250 down or $250 a month. Ewald makes it easy to drive the new or used vehicle to fit your lifestyle. Celebrate America's 250th with Ewald Automotive. $250 down or $250 a month. Available on over 1,500 vehicles at every Ewald dealership location.
Select models with approved credit, tax, title, license, registration, and $479 dealer fees extra. See dealer for details. Expire 7/5/26.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil, saving you tons and tons of money on noodles. 5-pack Boldak Spicy Ramen, $6.99. Or 4-ounce Marussian Yakisoba, $99. I Karama hot prices on noodles. Boldak, $6.99. Marussian, $99. Low price noodles. Yakisoba, just 99 cents. Better products, better prices, better service because we're employee-owned.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor. If it's a celebrate or tailgate, when you're gonna recreate upstate. If it's a holiday, birthday, any date, you can save at discount liquor.
It's the world's largest music festival, and you'll be there compliments of Discount Liquor. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. There is no other party like Summerfest. Buy any one 15-pack of 16-ounce aluminum bottles of Miller Lite Coors Light, or Coors Banquet, or any one 12-pack of Happy Thursday Spiked Refresher, and receive one free Summerfest ticket. Visit us at 51st in Oklahoma and Milwaukee, and in Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings.
See us for your free Summerfest ticket, and check out our specials at DiscountLiquorInc.com.
Discount Liquor.
Have no fear, the chaos is here. Lucky you. This is Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, what we have to do here is talk about the birthday boy.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Kyle Wallace, happy birthday, man.
Today is not my birthday, but yeah, thank you.
Belated for
Thank
those
you.
who missed it, like
Appreciate
almost
it.
me.
Appreciate it. Thank
Like
you.
almost you.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbs Talking text. And, of course, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, yeah, my bad. I even, Jesse Nelson probably wished you happy birthday 50,000 times on Sunday Karma. I did hear that. I was like, oh, I should text him. Never got to it. So that's on me. Hand up.
Yes.
I'm actually
Well,
apologizing.
you eventually got to it.
But I got to it. Strofe, what did you learn about Kyle Wallace?
Well, I've learned a few things about Kyle Wallace. First off, he really has no regard for other human beings.
What is that? Huh? What do you mean? I care about other human beings a lot.
So you told me when I moved here over 2 years ago now that it wasn't until that moment that you saved my number in your phone.
Yeah, I don't like having all these random numbers.
So
that is true.
Me and my fiance were out and about yesterday. We were we took a nice long 2-mile, 3-mile walk. We went to go see our wedding venue. We went to a beer garden, and we were sitting at the beer garden. And I said to her, "Oh, by the way, it's Kyle Wallace's birthday today." And she said, "Oh, great, I'll text them." Didn't really think anything of it, and she just said something very generic, but like nice, happy birthday, hope you had a great day, something like that.
Mm-hmm, very
and
nice.
Kyle responds 30 minutes later and just says, "Thanks, I don't have this number saved."
Yeah, I said thanks.
Has there been a text before?
No.
Well, we've been in group chats with her because she chimes in on
That's
things
true.
on the show.
Oh, we have? Okay.
So you haven't known.
I didn't know who it was. You get a lot of random numbers on your birthday, so you don't know who it is. And
So my question is, how many "I don't have this number saved" texts did you send yesterday?
Well, so here's the thing. Typically, I can go to past conversations and figure out who it is. Because let me tell you,
if you
there is
have
a
to
lot.
do that, you're wasting time.
Look, I just
add
got one today, a day late. Happy birthday from my frat brother, 06. I'm going to say thank you. I don't have his number saved, but I know who it is.
Save the number.
Yeah, I could, or I couldn't.
Okay, so that's actually not even
That's just annoying.
That's not the oldest thing you did by any means because that's just annoying. Ben, if I was to ask you, hey man, what's your favorite app? How would you respond to that question?
Probably whatever I use the most, which is right now MLB.TV on my phone.
Sure. Yeah, MLB.TV. Kyle, if I was to say to you, what's your favorite app? How would you respond to that?
I would say, I love queso. I love firecracker shrimp.
Okay, let's stop right there. So in our office, anytime it's somebody's birthday, our office administrator sends out a survey, right? So they ask you a few different questions. And one of the questions is favorite app. And Kyle, being the old man he is, answered firecracker shrimp. Now,
favorite app.
The office administrator editorialized the birthday survey and in parentheses says, "I meant phone application, but this will work."
I mean, you say
has anyone there has that been a question that's been asked before?
Oh
on
yeah,
birthdays?
this is the first appetizer.
First actual food appetizer.
This is the first appetizer we've gotten.
I mean, when you say favorite app, I mean, do people have like? I think about food. I don't really say like, oh, my favorite app on my phone. I say, oh, my favorite appetizer. Ooh, I love me some queso. I love me some boneless chicken wings.
All right, here we go. So John Mercure from our sister station, 620 WTMJ, it was his birthday last week.
What did he say?
Older than Kyle.
Kayak. I feel like a professional airfare booker. He uses the Kayak app.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those travel apps.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I didn't think anything of it. I thought they were talking about food. I mean, I don't understand why this is an old thing.
I mean, it makes sense based when I look at you.
2 weeks ago, Sean, who works with Ben a lot in the morning. Sean, he's one of our behind-the-scenes teammates who does a terrific job. Favorite app? Twitter.
By the way, he just stuck to Firecracker Shrimp. I've already heard like 4 or 5 different apps outside of Firecracker Shrimp on the show right now.
When you go to any type of event and they have different pass apps that they have, which one do you love to get? That Firecracker Shrimp. Who doesn't love the Firecracker?
Twitter.
Doesn't exist. I didn't think anything of it.
Were you hungry when you filled this out?
It was before lunch. But when I think of apps, I think of food apps. Favorite app? Like
my head just absolutely doesn't go. Appetizer
would be written
sure.
that way.
No, it wouldn't be. What do you
Favorite appetizer?
No, that's not what they say. They say, what type of apps do you want? They say app.
No. When you go to a restaurant, it doesn't say apps. It says appetizers.
I see what happened here. There's 4 total questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Did a lot have to do with food?
Yes. I see what happened.
So
one is favorite dessert, which he answered homemade Rice Krispie treats. Well, this one kind of is favorite smell. I think a lot of people would put like gasoline or campfire.
A lot of people put gasoline as your favorite smell.
Oh, I love the smell of gas.
I do too, but I wouldn't put it as my favorite.
It's crazy.
Y'all
sniffing markers over here, I see.
I used to love sniffing markers.
See,
but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, y'all crazy.
His favorite smell, freshly baked cookies. And I imagine favorite app was third. So his head was in the food.
He was already in the food.
Like, Rice Krispies and fresh baked cookies. What's my favorite app?
Firecracker
I love those Firecracker shrimps.
Yeah, delicious.
And then favorite sports team, he put Packers, obviously.
Very well.
I don't see. favorite app.
Again,
they say apps.
Now and it didn't say apps. It said favorite app.
Oh, let's see how well you know your co-host, Ben Brust. You ready?
Fire away.
All right, I've got 8 questions for you. It's either or. So you've only got 2 options. Is Kyle a fan of this or that? Sweet or salty?
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Clean desk or organized chaos?
Organized chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Pen and paper or digital notes?
Oh, he know this.
Pen and paper.
Mm-hmm.
Window seat or aisle seat?
Window.
Yes, sir.
Books or movies?
Oh, you know this is easy.
Movies.
Sunrise or sunset? By the way, you're 6 for 6. You're very good at this.
Sunset.
You got it. You were 7 for 7. Last one. Live music or live sports?
I feel like he's definitely more live sports.
Oh,
and that's where you fall.
I love live music. What's the
last? I just like he doesn't.
I go to
talk
Summerfest
about,
every summer.
He doesn't go to concerts.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't go to concerts. So if you can understand why I would pick sports, because you've been to way more sporting events than concerts.
I'll have you know, there was a summer that I went to Janet Jackson. I went to Beyonce. I went to Drake.
For this.
I went to Megan Thee Stallion. I did all that.
We were not around for this.
I go to Summerfest every single year.
So does the whole state of Wisconsin.
No, I love live music. Live music is so good. You just feel it.
I would say, Ben, if I chose live music,
I would
over
understand.
live sports, that makes a little bit more sense than you.
Because you go to a lot of concerts.
I love listening to MTV Unplugged.
What's the last concert you've been to?
The last concert that I went to.
Fraud. We're back in 2 minutes.
Beyonce last year.
That's a year ago.
Well, I guess.
I just flew to New Orleans for back-to-back
How was
concerts
that one on
and
Saturday?
Jazz Fest.
How was that one on Saturday?
Oh.
I would actually probably put live music over live sports. I'm a TV guy. Anyways, we're back in 2 minutes with very important things. Kyle and I have both. Did I tell you this? I put together a list too, Strophy. The top 5 most important Packers for 2026. Not named Jordan Love and Micah Parsons. In 2 minutes.
When you're getting married, the rings matter. There's something you wear for a lifetime. That's why my fiance and I went to Paul's Jewelers. Paul's Jewelers specializes in custom jewelry for life's biggest moments. Lab-grown or natural diamonds, great pricing, and a lifetime warranty, so your jewelry can be refurbished, repaired, or refitted anytime down the road. Their team made the entire process easy and stress-free. I can't wait to show off my wedding band after our big day. Create your masterpiece today by visiting Paul's Jewelers in West Allis.
Join Cousins Club Rewards today. Grab your first sub and your next one could be free. After your first qualifying purchase, you'll earn a free sub and start collecting points for free food, exclusive deals, and even Cousins gear. Sign up today. It's fast and easier than ever on the Cousins Subs app. Earn points online, on the app, or in store. However you enjoy Cousins Subs, your rewards are right at your fingertips. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Some companies build projects. At Professional Construction, Inc., we build relationships.
That means showing up early, taking pride in the details, and having each other's backs, on and off the job site.
We're looking for skilled carpenters who really care about their craft and want to be part of a team.
Not just another paycheck, but a place where the people you work with actually matter.
If you work hard, take pride in what you build, and want to join a tight-knit crew, then we'd love to meet you.
Apply today at professionalconstructioninc.com.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Hey, this is Jen Latta. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. With Kyle Wallace, here's Ben Brust.
Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. And we should jump right into it. If you missed the first hour of the show, go back on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We're live there. You can also listen back. The ESPN Wisconsin app will have you anytime, anywhere. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line because we have Jason Wilde coming up next. We got to get right into it. The top 5 most important Green Bay Packers in the 2026 season, not named Micah Parsons or Jordan Love. There it is. You know what? 5-1, you go first.
5-1, I can definitely go first. Hit him with the number 5, Strophy.
Number 5.
Number 5 to me is Matthew Golden. I know everybody's talking about, well, wait a minute. Jaden Reed just got paid. Christian Watson just got paid. But you're going to say Matthew Golden? Yep, I'm going to say Matthew Golden because if you ask me, if Matthew Golden goes for over 700 yards, he gets over 4 or 5 touchdowns this season, that means this Packers offense is humming. So I believe if Matthew Golden plays at a first-round level, this Packers offense is going to be unstoppable. Hit the next one, Strofe.
Number 4.
Josh Jacobs and his health, because if you get Josh Jacobs back at an elite level being able to run that football again and he's healthy again, your offensive line may not be great, but you have a running back that can make up for some of the deficiencies on the offensive line, so that's number 4.
Number 3
is Edgerrin Cooper. Edgerrin Cooper is going to play a significant role in this defense. We talked about earlier in the show, how do we make up for the missing of Micah Parsons? Well, you have a guy in Edgerrin Cooper 2 years ago who had significant amount of pressures. He was getting to the quarterback. He was being able to harass guys in the backfield because they were utilizing him in that way. So how do you make up for the absence of Micah Parsons? You put it on the shoulder of Edgerrin Cooper. You brought in Zaire Franklin, who can hold it down in the middle, which allows for Edgerrin Cooper to fly around and make great plays in the backfield.
Number 2.
Number 2 is easily the first-round pick of Lucas Van Ness that I alluded to earlier, who got the 5th-year option. He's going to make over $13 million. You need for him to play like a first-round pick. Right now, he's playing just like a guy that was drafted on day 2. He's not playing like a guy who was drafted within the top 15, and you need him to show up and show out this season. And if Lucas Van Ness brings it this year, that gets this defense closer to being an elite defense. And the last
Number 1.
Number 1 is the offensive line, and it's going to be Jordan Morgan, the other first-round pick that has not performed for you very well. If Jordan Morgan can be your franchise left tackle, if he can be trusted to hold it down and compete on the left side to give Jordan Love time, then again, this opens up a lot of options in the run game, but more importantly, it protects your franchise quarterback in Jordan Love and gives him time to sling that thing to Tucker Kraft, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed, or Christian Watson, and this offense will be great. So that is my top 5. Matthew Golden at 5, Josh Jacobs at 4, Edgerrin Cooper at 3, Lucas Van Ness at 2, and number 1 most important person I need to step up this year is Jordan Morgan at number 1, our starting left tackle.
There's going to be some crossover. I do need to throw it an honorable mention before I go to number 5. The reason why Zach Tom did not make that list for me is because I have enough body of work. He's a little bit more proven than the others I will go with because of the contract he got, and I expect, if healthy, to be playing to that potential. So I'm going with more, who do I need to step up consistently based off the way the Green Bay Packers are constructed in 2026? Strofe.
Number 5.
I almost didn't want to put him on the list because I don't have expectations, but he, as a 13th overall pick, needs to be on the list no matter what. I'm not going to put him high up because if I put him high up, I'm setting myself up for failure. Number 5 is Lucas Van Ness. You got to get consistency. He's had health issues. He's unproven, and he needs to prove it in 2026, although I don't trust that he will.
Number 4.
This is an interesting one because, again, he just has done it for a short period of time at an all-pro level. Tucker Kraft, if he can come back, it's the health thing for me and the short amount of time that we were able to see him play at an all-pro level. If he can play at that same all-pro level in the middle of the field, that unlocks so much more for this offense with the 3 wide receivers they have. Getting back to that all-pro level, Tucker Kraft, I need you at number 4.
Number 3.
Christian Watson. Christian Watson has to be on here. 17 games. That's it. I would take 15. 15, 16, 17 games of being on the field, because when he's on the field, he is that big of a difference maker for the Green Bay Packers. Christian Watson got the contract time to put it into action and be the guy.
Number 2.
No Micah. 5 games, 6 games, 7 games, 8 games. Who knows? As Kyle said, he is important because you do not become NFC Player of the Week on accident unless you have the ability to do so. You need a playmaker without Micah Parsons. I don't trust anyone else to be a playmaker in the defensive line, in the linebacker position. Edgerrin Cooper might be an edge at times. He's a playmaker. Wherever he is, he needs to make plays. He is a critical component to the Green Bay Packers.
Number 1.
Jordan Morgan, Jordan Morgan, Jordan Morgan, Jordan Morgan, Jordan Morgan. There you go. Another first-round pick, of course, that lands on the list. Jordan Morgan, number 1. So, LVN, who I don't have faith in. Tucker Kraft, because he is still so young, I need to see him play at the all-pro level. He will help this team significantly if he does over the entire season. Christian Watson got paid. Time for you to play a full season, if possible, and show out. Edgerrin Cooper, no Micah, need playmaking, and Jordan Morgan, you know the deal. There it is for our top 5 most important Packers outside of Jordan Love and Micah Parsons.
2 things.
Quick reaction.
Go ahead, Strofe.
I think you guys almost did different lists, but the same names came up a lot, right? Because it sounded like for Kyle, it was guys who really need to step up, or for Ben, it was guys that are more maybe proven but just need to be elite or maybe graduate to that next level.
Half and half.
Yeah, but I would say, like, for example, Kyle had Golden, who we haven't seen any regular season success from, whereas you had Watson on your list and Kraft on your list. So I think you almost did 2 different lists, but they were both very good. Because
Thank you.
Ultimately, the point that is determined by both of your lists is a ton of what this season will be for the Green Bay Packers hinges on how good Jordan Morgan can be at left tackle.
Yep. That's the most important position outside of quarterback, really, on the offense, is that if your quarterback has time to throw the ball, that's one less thing you have to worry about.
And from a contract perspective, maybe not true, but it feels like from a future perspective, it seems like it's just about as much of a do-or-die year as it can be for Lucas Van Ness.
Well, I
know he's got the 5th year, so he's technically got 2 do-or-die years.
It's not do or die.
But it could be. Rashawn Gary was on the team and then just died the next year, even though he was on the team.
Well, Rashawn Gary ended up getting traded. He's still getting paid. Where Lucas Van Ness, it doesn't matter. If he sucks this year, the Packers are still on the hook for him. It doesn't matter. He can get hurt. It doesn't matter. They're on the hook for him this year. Dude, I find it concerning.
Give us your 5. 800-990-3776. The top 5 most important Packers outside of Micah and Jordan. We got a number 5, Watson. Number 4, Tom. Number 3, Kraft. Number 2, LVN. Number 1, Jordan Morgan. So a lot of Jordan Morgan at number 1 is the most important Packer outside of Love and Micah Parsons.
I need our team to be healthy. That seems to be a common theme.
The health is a common theme. And I think it is top of mind because of how the season went last year. Coming up next, and maybe we get his list, and maybe he reacts to ours, is Jason Wilde on the England guest line. Next.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust.
Kyle, have you ever heard of him prior to the Packers signing him?
No.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have a crash to start things off on the ramp from Burleigh to 41 northbound. Watch out for the delays heading past that scene. Of course, we got delays basically from North Avenue all the way up past Burleigh, and then a little bit north of Capitol Drive to Hampton. Southbound slowing down from Good Hope Road to Capitol Drive. Westbound 94 slowing from about 30th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound's backed up from 68th Street to 35th. And southbound on 43 backing up from Fond du Lac Avenue down into the Marquette. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of storms with the low of 63. Tomorrow, chance of storms. It'll be warm and humid with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Brewers' annual Pride Night is coming up Friday, June 12th, and everyone's invited to keep the Pride Month party going at the ballpark, featuring special events highlighting Milwaukee's LGBTQ community, like a local makers market, a national anthem performance by pop duo Reina, and more Pride activities all around American Family Field. This year's Brewers' Pride Night is a party you don't want to miss. Grab your seats today at brewers.com/community nights.
Meet Jim and Rita. We went on a motorcycle trip. But somewhere in Wyoming, Jim and Rita were in a serious accident. They blocked off the interstate and everything and took us to the hospital. Sometime later, Rita made a discovery. She had noticed that the bracelet was gone. And I asked the trooper, is there a chance we can go out there and see if it's still there? And amazingly, he found a couple of pieces.
It was only 2 tiny links of the bracelet.
Jim was determined to buy Rita another bracelet from Kessler's. And I had my checkbook in my hand. But when he arrived there, and I said, okay, how much? And she says, that's part of our warranty. Jim and Rita discovered the Kessler's miraculous, no small print warranty. It's just amazing that you guys do this.
And it's true.
If you bought it at Kessler's, it's guaranteed. It's just that simple.
It surely is miraculous.
Read the Kessler's miraculous no small print warranty yourself at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday, June 21st, and let's be honest, Dad does not need another tie, another coffee mug, another World's Greatest Dad t-shirt. Get him something he can really enjoy. Kringle from Racine Danish Kringles. Order at Kringle.com and send your dad his favorite flavor, like my favorite, bourbon pecan. You can even add a bag of gourmet coffee to your order. So go to Kringle.com or make the call, 800-4DANISH, and have it shipped just in time for Father's Day. Kringle.com. Racine Danish Kringles. Not just a treat, it's a tradition.
Your local bar could be your ticket to a global stage. Michelob Ultra Soccer Shootout is giving fans the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo, starting at 4 p.m. on Thursday, June 11th. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Maxwell Cedarburg, Potawatomi, and Spanky's Waterford. Your neighborhood, your shot at the world's biggest game. Play for the chance to witness history. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 plus. Void where prohibited.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I would certainly hope that they would if I'm a Packers fan.
3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
Believe me, I have tried to get some information on that.
Holding everybody accountable.
We felt that way last year.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle and Brust.
Joining us on the Yuengling guest hotline is Jason Wilde. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America and officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Jason, welcome into Kyle and Brust. What's going on?
He's going to call us back in 30 seconds.
Oh.
Did you tell me that?
I didn't know that until moments ago.
Okay, I was like, you started laughing like I might have missed something.
Yeah, he smiled and didn't tell us some very important
Joining us in
information.
30 seconds on the England guest line is Jason Wilde. We'll wait a phone call.
Jason was on my side today when it came to the whole Jesse Nelson stuff. He wasn't as harsh on me. I texted him during the show.
You guys talked about it for 10 minutes yesterday.
I know, yeah, and he
line one.
He wasn't as harsh. He thought that it was time for Jesse to get over it. Kyle had apologized. I mean, and then judging a grown man's apology is wild.
Well, it was a bad apology. Jason Wilde, welcome to the England guest hotline. How are you? What the damn hell's going on back there?
He hung up on you.
Do you want me to put him on? You don't need to answer. Just put him on. What do you got to do? Say more pleasantries? Hello for a third time?
Hey, Jason, good to talk to you for a third time.
All right, let's try again. Jason Wilde on the England guest hotline.
Hello?
Yeah!
We got him.
Hey, Jason. I did the intro already, so
fault.
welcome.
That's good. 100% my fault, not Strope's.
Ownership. Something Strofe could learn about. Zing.
That was unnecessary.
Totally, but I really enjoyed it. Jason, what's your favorite app?
Otter.
What's Otter?
It's a recording app.
You already passed the test.
Transcribes.
Kyle was asked for his birthday survey what his favorite app is, and he listed Firecracker Shrimp, and every teammate whose birthday has filled this out has put their phone app, and he did appetizers. We know where his head's at.
I like to eat.
God, that's awesome. I love it. I wish I would have thought that way myself, Kyle. Because that would have been a much more fun answer.
Yeah,
I've seen Kyle on this.
Yeah, if you ask me my favorite
it is
app
more
now,
enjoyable to know someone's favorite
it
appetizer
is.
than
Kyle,
phone app.
You might be a trendsetter. I apologize for making fun of you.
Birthday trendsetter.
Birthday boy.
Take it back. We owe him an apology.
I'm sorry for saying that it was.
That was disingenuous.
I know disingenuous because I heard your apology to Jesse.
My sincere apologies for calling you old Waldo.
This is crazy.
Jason, obviously we've spent enough time on the Jesse Nelson gathering.
Yeah, but still, I know disingenuous because I heard your apology to Jesse Nelson. I don't want to let that pass without it getting its proper credit as well. That was very well done. All right, now on with the show.
So we just went through an exercise of Kyle and I's 5 most important Packers for the 2026 season, not named Micah Parsons and Jordan Love. Maybe off the cusp, if you can. Off the cuff.
The cusp.
Off the cuff. Do you want to maybe give your 5?
Tomato. Sure. Not named Micah Parsons.
Or Jordan
in no
Love.
particular order.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
not going to do the countdown because you put me on the spot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, Josh Jacobs, I do not want to go this heavy on offense, though.
That's what I ended up doing. I went offense. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, because I feel like I have to say Christian Watson, and then I've only got one spot left for a defensive player. You know, I do this countdown, but I do 20, and then I also cheat. Like I combine people together. Like
I remember.
Edgerrin, Cooper, and Zaire Franklin together as one. And so I want to say Devontae Wyatt because I think their defense was different after they lost him. I want to say, given where they're at corner, as much as there's going to be Packers fans who don't like it, I want to say Keyshawn Nixon. I certainly think, all 3 of their safeties, if we were going 20 deep, would be on my list because I think this is going to be a big year for Javon Bullard. Like, I think he is going to have a breakthrough season. I loved what he did during the second half of last season, and I'm really excited to see what he does kind of elevating his game. But I don't know how you get away from Kraft, Love, and Jacobs as the 1, 2, 3.
Didn't want to cut you off earlier, but it was
because,
without Jordan Love and Micah Parsons, so it gives you another name.
Oh, I thought you said just Micah Parsons. Sorry. Good. That gives me another one to work with. So I'll take Christian Watson. What does that put me at now? 3. Devontae Wyatt 4.
Tucker Kraft, Josh
Xavier
Jacobs, Christian Watson, Devontae Wyatt, and then
and Xavier McKinney.
Interesting. So we did this, and this is okay. Like the way my brain did it was a little bit less of the knowns and more of like the unknowns that need to sort of be knowns, but some of them are known. So just take a listen.
Terrible way to do it. Your question was most important.
Yeah, I know. I did it wrong based off my question.
Not the people they need to elevate their games more.
But hear my list and my reasonings, and then tell. Why don't you tell me what list I did based off my 5? How about that?
Sure. Hey, you can do your list however you want.
Well, no, I think I would love your expertise with all the people you've listened to on the Otter app and making stories on maybe what my list is.
Oh, that was clever. Yeah, way to sneak that in there.
LVN number 5.
Sure, I'm listening.
Because he's had health issues and he needs to prove something. I have him on the list even though I don't believe in him. Number 4 is Tucker Kraft because he is still young. He showed it for a half season, but if he can play at that all-pro level, then you know what he is capable of and how this offense can be as good as they were when he was healthy. Number 3 is Christian Watson, signing the contract. I think when he is out there, he elevates the team, he opens things up, and he's in last year at the end of the season, or in his 10 games rather, I thought he was his best version of himself all around as a wide receiver coming off that ACL injury.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Number 2 is Edgerrin Cooper because the unknowns, we won't put a week on it, of what week Micah Parsons will come back, and he is your biggest playmaker outside of Micah Parsons, or at least has shown it as a 2-time NFC Player of the Week. That doesn't happen by accident. And number 1 is Jordan Morgan.
As a rookie.
So
yeah, Jordan Morgan is a good one. Jordan Morgan is a good one for sure. That's the problem with doing only 5. It's really hard to choose. They are reliant on a lot of guys either elevating or just playing at a high level. But I take it back. As much as I love to get after you, that's a pretty good list based on the
rationale
paradigm you used. Yeah, I would.
It may not be most important.
Yeah, it's definitely a slightly different, whatever you want to call it, list. But yeah, look, all those make sense. I think the Jordan Morgan one's a really good one. I had a conversation with him last week that I really enjoyed, and I'm really curious to see because, he has never really he played one game at the position he's always wanted to play and the position he's played his entire life. So, I think he believes he's really set up for success there. And if he's right and he plays at a really high level, that just does so many different things for their offense. I have a hard time leaving Jacobs off my list just because they have nobody behind them that has any proven ability.
Yeah.
And I'm not, I don't want to get into a discussion of Marshawn Lynch. Maybe for, whatever reason he breaks his chin strap and can't find his helmet, whatever, and they're without Josh Jacobs for 2 games. Maybe Marshawn Lynch finally gets in, finally stays healthy throughout the entire time he's on the field, and he puts up a couple of 100-yard games, and we're saying, I guess they're okay without Josh Jacobs.
Well, you're going to have plenty of options based off this conversation for 20. Isn't that fair?
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think, the Benjamin St. Juices of the world and other guys like that are going to make my list. But they need some guys that we're not talking about to elevate if they're going to be the team. Like, they need one of those outside edge rushers, not named Lucas Van Ness and not named Micah Parsons. They're going to need a Baron Sorrell, a Colin Oliver, a Brenton Cox, the dentist, whoever it might be. They're going to need somebody to do that. They're going to need a corner, whether it's St. Juice or Carrington Valentine or Brandon Cisse, to play at a high level. Again, I think you're right. I went with guys that are clearly established. But there's a whole nother conversation, and that's the beauty of doing 20 instead of 5, is we can have conversations about both.
I did find it interesting on the Carbless Talk and text line, Ken saying, would you throw Smack in there? I don't know if he's top 5, but you can make an argument it is based off how many kicks they've missed the last 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, look, they have. I think I'll probably put him on my list because, say what you will about Brandon McManus, and many have said plenty of things about him, and fair criticisms about his playoff performance. But man, oh man, like watching him go 5 for 9 at practice last week, that there are guys, veteran position players, not specialists, they're the same thought that's crossing my mind is crossing theirs. Well, I hope this guy gets better because otherwise we're going to lose a game on a kick, right? I mean, that's what they're thinking. And you're right, it wouldn't be, but and that doesn't mean that bringing Brandon McManus back would have been the right move either. I'm not saying that. It's just, putting it in the hands of a rookie or on the foot of a rookie, as it were, comes with some risk.
Jason Wilde joining us here on the Yingling guest hotline on Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin.
And we're talking about our important guys. I had Edgerrin Cooper in my top 5. So did Ben Brust. Edgerrin Cooper was lining up on the outside. It seems like they may be looking to have him attacking a little bit more and blitzing a little bit more. How can that make up for some of the loss that we're going to have with Micah Parsons and the pressures and the sacks and making plays behind the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I don't think he's going to line up as a pure edge rusher, as an outside linebacker. I think they're going to move. I think they're going to line him up there from time to time. And we saw him do it in practice the other day. I'm curious to see if he does it more while we're at practice the next 3 days. But I think he belongs on the list also because, and you guys have heard me say this a bunch, like for all the conversations about all the different players they lost to injuries, I still think they win the Bears playoff game if he doesn't get hurt and leave in the third quarter. I mean, they scored 25 points in the fourth quarter without him on the field.
Yeah.
And he was having, Ben just said about how he was the 2-time NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He sounds like Homer. But that was 2024. That was his rookie year. Like, he did not have any games where he looked like that guy until the playoff game, and then he wasn't on the field, and they gave up 25 points in the fourth quarter.
That game is unbelievable. Jason, with less than 6 because less than 6 minutes left.
That sounds like Riley Yauk when he was eating that poisoned bratwurst at the party.
Yeah, he did get poisoned by Jesse Nelson. That's why I couldn't go as well. But I was just watching a highlight from that game, and I can't believe the Packers were up 27-16, was it, with less than 6 minutes left in the game?
Yeah, not to be confused with when they were up 16-6 in the regular season game with 2 minutes left in the game and lost that one as well.
Unbelievable.
One thing I have before we wrap up here is the notion of finishing games is something that continues to be brought up. How do you address that?
No idea.
None. Like with experience, I guess.
I've tried. Yeah, I've tried because that's what everybody's talking about. I mean, LaFleur said it all the way back in like February or March. Like, yeah, everything we do is
need to finish the game.
Finishing. Yeah, but like I don't understand how you practice that. Like he says they're emphasizing that in drills and everything else, and yet he leaves minimal. He gives minimal explanation on exactly how you practice that. Now, I think he wants to do more competitive periods in camp.
Yeah,
which would be one way to do it. But again, I don't think that's something you practice because for as much as you can practice just about anything, but and we all know this, you guys have been in the arena, like, Ben, you making that shot against Michigan, like that's one shot to make when you're, dinking around shooting half court shots at the end of practice. And yeah, it's great that you practice it and it's fun and whatever else. But it's a totally different ball game when you're trying to do it in front of 18,000 people in the Kohl Center. And so you could say, yeah, well, we're practicing finishing, and we're working on that in practice, and we're finishing drills, and we're doing this and that. But until you're, leading the game 27-16 with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter on the road in a playoff game, I don't really think your practice is going to necessarily guarantee that this time around you won't pee down your leg and lose.
But Jason, don't you think when you talked to Evan Williams and he said, we lack some maturity, and then you look and you fast forward through the offseason and the Packers shock all of us by signing a Javon Hargrave, by acquiring a Zaire Franklin, both guys who will be, I believe, both will be 30 by the time the NFL season starts. Even, a St. Juice's, I think, is 28 years old, and getting Tyrod Taylor, who's in his upper 30s. Don't you think that's something that they are addressing with just a veteran presence and leadership, maybe to help with the maturity of the level of this team?
Yeah, I wrote about that today on Channel 3000, and it's outside of Goody's norm for sure. At the same time, Javon Hargrave has had years where he's been really productive, and then he's had other years where he wasn't. So, they need those two guys.
Uh-oh.
We'll
find out on Thursday with Jason Wilde, because we do got to keep it rolling here. That was Jason Wilde on the Yingling guest line.
Take care, be good, Jason.
Take care, be good, Jason. Get that phone figured out. Was it third drop?
Fourth, feel like.
Third. That's all right. We appreciate it, Jason.
Oh, wow.
That was not on the air.
I just said, oh, wow.
Mark Tauscher, Jason's co-host, had something very interesting to say about the Chicago Bears.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, you don't know what he said.
No, I have no idea.
Next.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust.
I was in New Orleans telling stories. You in the middle of a quiz.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We do have an accident on 41 northbound. Technically, it's on the ramp from Burleigh to 41 northbound. Watch out for delays from North Avenue up past that point. The southbound side is going to be backed up from just before Appleton Avenue down towards Capitol Drive. Southbound 43, little heavy right past Good Hope Road, and then back on the brakes south of Capitol down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, you're seeing delays basically through the Stadium interchange to Hawley Road eastbound, backing up from Mitchell Boulevard to 35th. Traffic is brought to you by the Bud Pavilion's free concert series Wednesday Night Live, presented by Beatbox. Live music starts at 7 this Wednesday with Cherry Pie playing the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of storms with a low of 63. Tomorrow, a chance of storms. It'll be warm and humid with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The heart of this country is local. It's neighbors looking out for neighbors. It's small businesses that know your name. At Piggly Wiggly, the people who run your store live right here, right alongside you. And when you shop with us, every dollar stays in the community we all call home. Stop in today and see the difference shopping local really makes. Piggly Wiggly, local since forever.
Hey, better. Swing into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee for the $300,000 Big League Series. Just play with your rewards card over 3 months to earn entries. Here's the lineup. Leading off April, on deck May, in the hole June. All monthly entries you earn will roll into drawings on Friday, June 26th, where you could win cash, free play, or one of 3 new Toyota vehicles. It's the $300,000 Big League Series, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
When your team needs custom gear, don't wing it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More is your local partner for high-quality apparel with hands-on design help and services that actually feel, well, helpful. For your business, teams, or events, Big Frog makes it easy. Visit bigfrog.com/Mequon today.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yingling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yingling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yingling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yingling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Turn those hoop dreams into reality with Precision Sports, your one-stop shop in southeastern Wisconsin for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator basketball hoop systems, installation of new or old hoops, and completely customizable painted court lines. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Planning a high-level event shouldn't feel overwhelming. I'm Tiara Gomez, founder of Events by Design. For over 25 years, we've helped companies turn complex, high-pressure events into seamless, unforgettable experiences. When trying to engage your team and pull off something meaningful, the details matter. From concept to execution, we design every event so it reflects your vision and delivers real impact. No missed moments, just refined experiences people will remember. Let's start designing today. Search online, Events by Design.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Cannot wait for June 18th through the 21st when IndyCar comes to Road America, conveniently located between Milwaukee, Green Bay, and Madison. It's in Elkhart Lake. It's a legendary road course. Largest in North America. Stay for the weekend. You can camp on site. You can bring the family because kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. From cooked brats that are not from Jesse Nelson and cheese curds and great food, hillside views. This is the way you are supposed to enjoy racing. And again, IndyCar is coming Father's Day weekend. Come for the experience. Stay for the race. IndyCar, June 18th through 21st. RoadAmerica.com. RoadAmerica.com. Kyle and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin. Strofe running the show. You have not heard this. I don't think you're going to like it. If I know you. Mark Tauscher on Willie and Tausch. I'll let him speak.
That mindset's a little antiquated because you want to win the North. Well, who won the North? Who stood in your way? Who embarrassed you? The Bears. So to act as if we're not worried about them, they hate us more, and maybe we should hate them a little bit more. Maybe we shouldn't just look at it as in the, oh, shucks, that's just that little team down there. You know, they got lucky last year. No, it's not how it played out. And now you look at this. I hope that the entire team doesn't look at it in the same way as it's just another game on the calendar.
Maybe you should hate them a little more. What do you make of that, Kyle? Because you have dismissed them completely.
I haven't dismissed them.
Yes, you have.
I haven't dismissed them
Strofe,
completely.
has he dismissed the Bears?
I said they're not making the playoffs this year. I said they could be better than what they were last year, but they're not making the playoffs this year. And I said that I'm more concerned about the Minnesota Vikings over the Chicago Bears. That's
in
it.
essence, to me, that's
not
dismissive.
Every team in the
dismissive.
Every team in the NFC North finished over 500 last year. It's not dismissive. The Detroit Lions finished in last place. It's not dismissive. That's the narrative y'all want to paint. But when I hear this from Tausch, I think to myself, dude, what did hating the Packers get to Chicago Bears for so many years? 11 straight losses. Just because you hate a team doesn't mean the results are going to follow. I love what Keyshawn Nixon said, though. Tausch played in the NFL, so he knows a lot more than I'll ever know about an NFL locker room. But I love the fact that they're just looking at the Bears like another team in the NFC North. This is a tough division. This is going to be hard to get through, and I think the Packers shouldn't just be so locked in and focus on.
Should they look at them any differently?
The Packers should not focus on the Chicago Bears until week 5. And when they play them, they should say, you know what? This is a good team that we need to beat, especially when it comes on the path of us wanting to win the NFC North. So
is that you saying yes or no that they should look at them any differently?
No, they should look at them the same way they look at the Lions. They should look at the same way they look at the
That's not reality.
Dude,
you don't look at every team you face the same way. In coach speak, you do, but in reality, you don't.
Now, I don't want the Packers to get caught up in we lost to them last year, because last year means nothing at this point. That means nothing. Well, all the stats that you got mean nothing. The Seattle Seahawks win the Super Bowl, it means absolutely nothing once you step on the football field for the 2026 season. So we need to close that book on the 2025 year and grab the 2026 book. None of that means anything to me. The roster is different for both of these teams. We have different guys on defense, different guys on offense, so I'm not going to sit here and dwell and focus on, the Packers lost to the Bears last year. That's last season. Let's focus on being great this season. That's all I'm saying. And so that's why I like Keyshawn Nixon's mentality, is that I'm not going to sit here and dwell that the Packers lost 2 times to the Bears last year.
It's not just who they lost to, it's in which the way they lost.
And I want them as a team to get better because I don't want to have them lose that way to the Chicago Bears or any other team like that because that was absolutely embarrassing. I don't want to have another game like we had against the Baltimore Ravens. All the moves that we make in all season.
You're not looking past them. You're not looking specifically forward to them in a different way.
I don't care about the Bears until week 5. Once we get to week 5, then we can focus on the Bears. But until then, I'm focused on this team getting ready for the season. And then once we get to week 1, it's all about Minnesota Vikings.
Again,
Y'all don't get caught up in the hype.
In theory, it's easy to do that. But that's not the reality with all the noise around Ben Johnson, Matt LaFleur, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love. It's just heightened.
Yeah,
it's more heightened than ever.
The week
and
of,
to act as
it should
if
be fun.
one player speaking about the Bears as representative of the whole may not be the case either. That may be how Keyshawn Nixon looks at it. But I'm with Tausch. I think if a team wins a division and they are, quote-unquote, in their mind ascending, and they beat you in the way they did the last 2 times coming back, you have to approach them with a little bit different mindset than you have in the past.
You definitely, the mindset you had in the past, the Packers wanted to beat them every time they played them. And so, yeah, you want to beat the team that was in first place last year. There's a little extra juice for wanting to beat the first place team, but I don't want the Packers to get so hyped up for this game like the Chicago Bears did because this is not our Super Bowl. This is part of our journey. So I just don't want the Packers to look at this game as if if they beat the Bears, they should be bringing out bear heads that they want.
2025 is in the past. You're on 2026.
Yes.
Ron the Key chimes in. The 2025 season means everything to Kyle when it's something he wants to say to support the Packers being good in 2026.
Yeah, it all builds, but when you get on the actual field, you got to focus on this season. Like, guys can develop and guys can get better. But, like, the Packers losing to the Bears last year, it is what it is. Do I want us to beat the Bears every time we play them this year? Yes, I do. But the Packers split with the Bears in the regular season, and they lost in the playoffs. Like, it sucks. I hate it, but there's nothing I can do about it. And I don't want the team thinking about, we got to make up for that.
I'm good hating them a little more.
I know I hate the Bears, but I don't want them saying we got to make up for that loss in the playoffs last year. There's nothing the Packers can ever do in the history of this world to make up for the loss to the Chicago Bears.
I know competitors have long memories that even if Keyshawn Nixon's saying something, it will mean more to him.
Yeah, I hope they whoop
it
their
will
ass when they
mean
play
more
them.
to him no matter what he said. Especially with the way he was highlighted in a win and in losses against the Chicago Bears. There's no doubt in my mind that he will have a different fire in that game versus any of the first 4. No doubt. That's just the reality of the competitor, at least.
Obviously, rivalry games mean more. So playing the Bears mean more than playing the Vikings. You get juiced up for those games because they're rivalry games. But I don't want the Green Bay Packers circling that game and looking ahead. I want them to focus on everything in front of them because in order for them to be a championship team, they can't look ahead. They're not good enough to look ahead.
Micah better be back earlier than week 8. Not just for the Bears, just in general. That's still stuck in my head. We'll recap what we've talked about and get to the end of the ESPN Wisconsin Hour. Head to the 414 Hour at 4. Next.
You're experiencing Kyle and Brust.
Yeah, play some defense on him or something.
You're asking the wrong person.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Yeah, coaching matters a lot, and we've fallen short. Those are the facts. Matt LaFleur's on the clock, man. And I know he got an extension, but I'll say this. If they revert and don't get better, you're evaluated on your results.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody knows, it's championship or bust. That is what Green Bay is. And unfortunately, we've had 15 years of bust.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Courtney Cronin.
Indiana was right to swoop in when they did, which was December of 2025. There was a letter put out by the Bears team president and CEO Kevin Warren that the team would expand its search after it had said it was focusing on Arlington Heights, where it owns the property, to include the northwest region of Indiana, which is technically still Chicagoland. So I think Indiana capitalized on a moment, but in my opinion, and what I'm being told from my reporting, sources I've spoken with, this is nowhere as close to a done deal as the governor of Indiana, Mike Braun, who we just talked to, seems to be positioning it as. The way it was described to me is that right now, Indiana is in the lead to go get the Bears, but the Bears are still leaving the door open for Illinois to make something shake. They are, quote, still in the race.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
At the Home Depot, we know pros want to be ready for whatever the job site has in store. That's why the Home Depot app is made for pros who don't miss a beat. So you can power your jobs with rentals to get the tools, trucks, and equipment you need fast. And Pro Extra benefits to keep your business growing. For doing that doesn't stop, download the Home Depot app. It's made for doing.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Ewald Automotive Group is celebrating America's 250th birthday with as little as $250 down or $250 a month. Ewald makes it easy to drive the new or used vehicle to fit your lifestyle. Celebrate America's 250th with Ewald Automotive. $250 down or $250 a month. Available on over 1,500 vehicles at every Ewald dealership location.
Select models with approved credit, tax, title, license, registration, and 479 dealer fees extra. See dealer for details. Expire 7/5/26.
Summerfest brings the biggest names in live music to Milwaukee's lakefront across 3 unforgettable weekends, including performances from Christopher Cross, Charlie Wilson, Styx, plus David Lee Roth, Gene Simmons Band, Don Felder, Bo Deans, Little Feat, and more. Don't miss Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance, June 18th through 20th, June 25th through 27th, and July 2nd through 4th. Get tickets now at summerfest.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe is running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Less is more. YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Hunter chimes in. When was the last time the Packers won the division? Why are you looking past a team that did, Kyle?
I'm not looking past the team. I said let's focus on the games in front of us. Like, what are we talking about? We say, we got to focus on the Bears. Hell no. We don't need to focus on the Bears till week 5. Once you get to that game, have all the juice, have all the energy, have fun with the rivalry, but don't sit here in week 1 be thinking about the Vikings, say, this is going to be an easy game. We ain't worried about this. We worry about the Bears. No.
Nobody's doing that, but the idea that there's not going to be more heightened or expectation on the week 5 game is crazy.
There's the Detroit Lions game is going to have juice. The Dallas Cowboys game is going to have juice.
The Bears week 5 game will have
it will have juice. It will have juice. It will have juice. I'm not saying it won't have juice.
Both Bears games will have more juice than any of the other games.
You don't think the Rams game is going to have any juice?
It'll have juice, but it won't be the same as the Bears games that the Packers play.
I get it. There's always juice when the two teams play.
But there's more than ever. More than ever.
You think there's more than when the Packers beat the Bears at the end of the regular season to go to the playoffs? You think there's more to go to the Super Bowl?
It's been since 2014.
I'm saying
that's what I'm saying, and now it's there.
I'm not stupid. I understand there's juice there. I just don't need Keyshawn Nixon to say, yeah. We focus on them. We got to take down the top dog. No, the Bears are the top dog, but they're not like a top dog where you're like, damn, they're a juggernaut.
Who beat you twice.
Yeah, they beat us twice, but dude, three of their divisional their wins, they played 7 times against NFC North opponents last year, and 2 of the victories came against the Packers.
Exactly.
And they only won 3. So I'm just saying, if they were a juggernaut last year,
you could say that they could regress to a better divisional record because the Packers were 1-5 against the division, then regress to a better divisional record.
Does that make sense? Regress to a better divisional record?
Regress doesn't mean go down.
Oh, it doesn't?
It just means to go to the mean.
Oh. Okay, if you say so.
I stand firmly on that.
No, I always thought regress means
people
to get
people
get
do
worse.
feel like regress does mean you have to go backwards. You can regress back.
Strofe
to
didn't
the
comment,
mean.
so if Strofe didn't comment, I don't know. So regardless,
I don't know if Strofe is listening.
He's probably not. But regardless of it, when I look at it, I'm just saying the Bears are not a team that I think anybody in the NFC North is sitting here saying, boy, how are we going to knock them off? They're just not that scary. Now, if they turn out and all their players and their weapons turn out to be really, really great and they take these quantum leaps in year 2, then great.
I said regress can mean you regress down, but you could also regress up.
Nope, that's not how that works.
I promise you, regression does not mean you only go down. You can regress back to the mean.
That would be progression.
In statistics, yes, regressing forward usually refers to forward selection, a stepwise regression.
Yeah, you were talking about statistics?
Yes.
Oh, I bet you were.
I was.
Tell me more about what type of
I took
equation
stats
are we looking
in
at?
college.
Okay, so there's a certain equation that relates to NFL
I don't
players.
remember the damn equations, but you can regress forward.
Yeah, I don't.
I you know what? If anybody is living proof of regressing forward, it might be Ben Brust.
Can you regress to the mean back up? I think yes.
Yeah.
I swear you can. Regression does not just mean down.
He said the Bears can regress.
Somebody smarter than all
regress
three of us call in and tell us that.
Yeah, but I don't think what you're saying makes any sense. Like, in terms of their day-to-day, how good of a football team they are, you're saying they are going to get better, but their record's going to get worse?
No, that's not what he said.
I was saying the Packers were like 1-5 in the division. They regressed back to where they probably belong.
No, that's progressed back. They got better. That means they progressed.
I'm not trusting you. I'm trusting a statistician.
But you're using a statistic in terms of wins and losses, meaning they won more games than they did the year prior, meaning that's progression.
Statistician, might be wrong.
You know,
no, you are.
Might be.
No,
I'm
you are.
holding out hope.
That
somebody smarter than me will have my back.
Yeah, you confuse me, but my whole point is this: is that when I look at the Chicago Bears, I'm not sitting here thinking this team is this juggernaut of a team. I think this is a good team, but when I look at what they did last year in the division, the teams that they lost to, the teams that they beat as well, I'm not thinking they're like the Detroit Lions. That's not my concern. The Detroit Lions, I said, is how I can gauge how good the Packers are. Beating the Chicago Bears won't allow for me to gauge how good the Packers are. They're not the barometer in my mind.
But we don't know who is the barometer in the NFC North until the games are played, according to you.
Now, that is very true this season. I do believe that will be true. I do think the Detroit Lions will still be very good this year, but we'll find out who the barometer is. Now, if you play the L.A. Rams and you beat the Rams, more than likely you feel pretty good about yourself. Is that not correct?
Again,
when the
likely,
Packers beat the Lions last year, week 1, we thought that was pretty good.
I've also done it too many times, and again, likely yes, based off the moves. But there have been countless times that you select a specific game on the schedule. Then you get later in the season, that game is not as big as you think it is because of injuries and this and that. Like, that is a reality. What might feel like the biggest game on the schedule right now may not become Christmas or Thanksgiving Eve when you play the Rams. I think of 2 years ago, I feel like they had San Francisco on the schedule, and San Francisco was depleted, and it wasn't the same type of game that everyone expected. Because that's the way it goes. You pick out a game, you go, oh, that's the big one. Not as big. The Ravens last year, although it was important for the division, the Ravens were nowhere near as good as people expected them to be.
But it was important for the Ravens,
at that
too,
point.
because it kept them in the division race.
Correct, but they weren't as good. They weren't trying to win the AFC.
They were that day.
They were literally trying to win the AFC North. That was part of it.
They were still in their division race.
Yeah,
it was important for both teams.
Yeah, they ended up going into Week 18 with a chance to.
We're going for the 1 seed. I expected them to be better than what they were. That's all I was getting.
All right,
they regressed.
Go to break.
Forward.
You regressed.
They regressed forward. You're
you
right.
guys have regressed.
They regressed.
They got worse, but somehow better.
Next.
Well, southbound 43, right at the ramp from Keefe, has the left shoulder blocked with a crash. So you do want to watch out for the delays coming through the Capitol Drive area. Pretty much past the accident scene, solid all the way down to the Marquette. So be prepared for that. Southbound on 41, we've got backups from just before Good Hope Road down to Capitol. Northbound slowing from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Westbound 94, we've got backups from 35th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound is slowing down just coming out of the stadium interchange to about Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of storms with a low of 63. Tomorrow, a chance of storms. It'll be warm and humid with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
You've already put in the work. Now there's a way to make it count towards your degree. At Lakeland University, your work and life experience can earn you college credit, helping you finish faster, saving time and money. With flexible evening and online classes, plus multiple start dates, Lakeland fits your life. Study 100% online at one of our 6 locations across Wisconsin or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. Customize your degree to fit your life, your goals, your future, without missing the moments that matter, at work or at home. Your experience matters here. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Make plans for Wednesday Night Live, presented by Beatbox at the Bud Pavilion at State Fair Park this Wednesday. You won't want to miss it. Get ready for an epic night of free live music featuring 80s rock favorites Cherry Pie. Gates open at 6. Live music starts at 7. Wednesday with Cherry Pie.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Until justice stands for all, our lawyers will never rest. More at earthjustice.org/neverrest. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour is brought to you by Siding Unlimited, the 5-time winner of the National Pella Platinum Premium Certified Contractor of the Year. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KMB.
We have a caller we got to get to ASAP.
Yeah, no regression here, baby.
I said you can regress backwards and forwards depending on where the mean is. I think that's the best way I can explain it. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe running the show. Emmanuel in Brookfield. Strofe, do you want to give some credentials before he comes on the Carbos Talk and text line?
Yeah, he started talking to me, Ben, and in my head I'm going, okay, so this guy's way too smart. I don't know what the hell he's doing listening to us during the day. Like, this guy's way too smart. So he's talking about regression and data and how it all works. And then I said, Emmanuel, it's Emmanuel in Brookfield that we're going to go to. And I said, Emmanuel, what are your credentials that I can use on the air? He said, well, I am the former CEO of the only data analysis company in the state of Wisconsin. I was on the cover of the Wall Street Journal in 2009. So, yeah, he's got some credentials. So,
I've been in the Wall Street Journal, so we're like basically the same.
Yeah, pretty similar, I would argue. Yeah, pretty similar.
Welcome into the show. Please enlighten us.
We make him dumber every time he listens.
Well, so this is basically what you're dealing with the question here. When he uses the term regression, it's the difference between are you using the technical definition or how it's commonly used every day. Because the technical definition is just to go back. So you could go back down and you could go back up. But when it's commonly used in the workplace, it usually only refers to going down. But that's where I sat there. When he explained it, I was like, oh, he's actually pretty bright. That is the technical definition. You can regress upwards. It's just not traditionally used that way, which is why the other guy, he was right when he's like, wait, that always is downward. Well, you're right that that's traditionally how you hear it. But by technical definition, you can regress upward.
So, Emmanuel, what you're saying is I'm the smartest man alive next to you.
First of all, I'm actually not that smart. I'm a complete idiot. It's just I worked with smart people, so I would just sit in the room and listen to them argue over this stuff all the time, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And they actually had this argument once for like a half hour, and I was like, wait, what? And so I was laughing when I heard you guys say it on the phone, and I'm like, yeah, I've heard this argument before.
Emmanuel, I think Ben Brust, he didn't retain a lot of information that he got in classes, but I think this was one where he heard about, wait, regression could mean something else that stuck with him for the last 15 years.
It's stuck with me forever. I've been holding on to this moment for 10, 12 years to use it, and I used it right.
And I usually always find Kyle to be the brighter one, so I had to suck it up and make the phone call and say, yeah, darn it. Why is the one time I call totally to be saying, the other one's right this time? I mean, I love you both, but I find Kyle a little more spot on.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Okay,
I like
well,
Emmanuel.
we didn't need that whole end.
No.
I like the start, Emmanuel. We have a great day, unless you're going to say something nice about me.
Emmanuel's intelligent. He gets us. He gets us.
Thank you guys for having me. God bless.
Thanks, Emmanuel.
So, well, you were on the cover of the Wall Street Journal?
In 2014, he gave the wrong year. It was 2014, not it was. I was on the cover of the Wall Street Journal, above the fold, rocking in my chair in Fox Point, Wisconsin. I was sitting in my office in Fox Point, Wisconsin, because it was like this massive intellectual property fight as to who owned all these thoughts, and it was about this data analysis. And trust me, I was the dumbest one in this company. It's just I was the one that could play nice with others in the sandbox.
I'm the dumbest one of this company.
I think what Emmanuel is saying is that he regressed upward to becoming the CEO of this company, is what I'm gathering.
Exactly. Yes, that's not only. And by the way, as the dumbest one in the room, I loved being around super bright people because they kind of brought me up. That's why I listen to Kyle all the time. The man brings me up.
All right.
I love Emmanuel.
Something's fishy.
Emmanuel, where you from originally? You from Brookfield? Or you from North Shore?
I'm looking up if this Wall Street Journal thing's legit, and I feel like I'm getting duped.
Yeah, you actually, and if you guys have a text line, I can send you a photo of me. Yeah, it is. It's in 20. But don't put on the radio the context.
We won't.
You'll see exactly the context when you look it up and you see my first and last name.
Oh yeah, no, we won't dox
my
you.
phone. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
We don't even know if your name's Emmanuel, if we're being honest.
That is
we appreciate the time.
I like Emmanuel. Very smart. You notice in this debate, Ben, I didn't call you a dummy right away. I said, well, Ben sounds confident, so all right.
I stood on business.
You did. I said, you know what? Ben might be right. He was confident in it.
How many times am I confident in things and wrong?
This one, you're like, I had a class. I said,
by the way,
he learned something.
I lied. I did not take stats in college. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I thought maybe it was one of them random classes you had to take. I was like, look at Ben actually having to try in one class.
No stats for me.
But how did you find this out?
I don't know. But I was so proud to learn that you know how many people ever corrected in my life that have told me I'm wrong about regressing upwards?
Oh.
I've stuck with it.
Yeah, look at you. And now you got somebody who's actually smart who told you that.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe is running the show. 800-990-3776. Try topping being our next caller, especially since our last one was on the cover of the Wall Street Journal.
I like him.
Yes, because he likes you. That's how it
he's
works.
Smart.
If people like you, you like them. If they don't like your opinion, that you don't like them. It's very simple with you.
Spot the lie with him. He didn't say anything that was a lie.
I like people who tell
the
lie?
truth.
Because the rumors finally are swirling. I guess finally could be something that you don't want to hear, or it could be something you're interested in hearing because it's been a long journey of Giannis. Is he going to get traded? Is he staying? Supermax. Jimmy Haslam said we'll have it figured out by the time the NBA draft comes. Brian Windhorst on Get Up had this to say.
Team to watch here is Miami. Miami would say to what I just said, they go, well, we got Tyler Hero, who is a young player who's been an all-star. We got draft picks, including the 13th pick in this draft. We can give you a pretty good lottery pick in this draft. And Giannis, I think, wants to be in Miami. There's more check marks on Miami. Also, I'm not sure Boston's ready to trade Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum have won a championship together. I thought that there was a decent chance we'd be in Boston right now for Game 3 of these finals. And then Tatum gets
that Brian Windhorst, a little cut off there on the clip there, but that's okay. That's okay. The point remains is the first real rumor we're hearing is Giannis to Miami.
Yeah, that's been one of the rumors, that Miami has been a team that has constantly been calling about Giannis. They've been loading up for years, waiting for Giannis to potentially become available. And when I look at what they potentially get from Miami, yeah, like a 13th pick. But do you guys realize that Tyler Hero is going to be on an expiring contract? So that means Tyler Hero isn't for sure going to be with the Bucks long term. And so when I look at Miami, the Bucks should not want anything to do with any players that are not going to be committed to being in Milwaukee for the long term, whether they're young or whether or not you're going to sign them to an extension. And when I look at Tyler Hero, if I can't get that level of commitment, which I don't even know if I really want him, I'm not moving forward. But I'm glad that there's finally some news coming out, because we are 2 weeks away from Giannis based off the deadline that
This is all based off Jimmy Haslam's deadline.
that he put in is that they're going to be trading Giannis in 2 weeks.
Well,
and so
not
I think
trading him, having
a decision,
a decision on extending or trading.
Well, the thing is that
which
Giannis
they can't sign until October for a Supermax.
So it's going to be trade because they can still trade Giannis after the NBA draft, and so that's why I'm happy to finally hear this. The Jaylen Brown conversation would be interesting because Jaylen Brown was able to hold it down pretty strong by himself.
All new reports since Get Up have been Windhorse is not hearing that the Celtics are even taking calls on Jaylen Brown.
Which is fine. It just seems it's going to be an interesting way to. We're going to find out what's going to happen with Giannis, and I'm excited.
Will
about
he
that.
be traded before the draft?
No, I don't think he gets traded before the draft. I think he gets traded the draft day or right after the draft. I do believe that because teams have so much flexibility.
Draft day would be before the draft.
No, like during yes. I do believe that he'll be traded during the draft because what it does is, like Miami, for instance, if Miami makes that 13th overall selection, then that means that they don't, and then they trade that pick. That means they made a pick in this year's draft, and they don't have to worry about what happens with their next year pick or anything like that. So I do believe that the Milwaukee Bucks will trade Giannis, but I do believe it won't be before the day next 2 weeks from tomorrow. I do think they'll trade him once the draft actually begins.
Well, there is a part of this as well that whatever assets they would get, they may want to use some of those assets for themselves at the 10th pick to move up in this draft, which is one of the best drafts there's been in a very long time.
Yeah, I think
there's that portion of this as well where if you're going to be doing this, I'm shocked that there's not more coming out.
Are there teams that would be interested in potentially doing that? I mean, maybe
it's more so like
you
a
could
third team could easily get involved because of the amount of players and picks that are going to be needed in order to make a trade with Giannis.
I think it's going to be tough for the Bucks to move up in this draft with whatever picks that they have because, as you just said, this is a very top-heavy draft, and the teams that are in the top 5 outside of the Los Angeles Clippers all need to get some type of franchise-altering player. So I don't foresee that being something that happens in this year's draft, but I do believe that the focus should be on what can the Bucks get for Giannis. The Bucks need to get young players and some draft picks, or they need to get a boatload of draft picks for Giannis. But it is time to move on from Giannis. And I saw Mark Tauscher said this earlier. It's time for the Bucks to think about a complete rebuild. Miles Turner can get you something as well. I mean, Miles Turner can fit on a lot of different teams where maybe he can get you a first-round pick as well. The Bucks need to be thinking about taking time to tear it down, to build it back up. The more assets that you can get, the faster your rebuild could potentially be. Giannis is a huge chip that you can get a lot for.
The conversation makes me sad. Every time.
Every
time.
I've come to the realization that it is what it is. Giannis is leaving the Milwaukee Bucks.
I know. I understand the realization of assets. I understand the realization of like the team. I understand the ownership part and like the way that Giannis sort of feels and is viewed by them. It doesn't feel like a relationship that's going to work out long term.
Yeah, divorces are okay.
We're literally in the midst, like I mentioned, of the NBA Finals and looking at an NBA Finals floor and thinking how just 5 years ago the Bucks won an NBA championship and just how far they have fallen from being close to that.
But you know what should
forever. I am a kid. That's how hurt I am. I'm not kidding, man.
You know what you'd be excited about looking at this NBA Finals right now? You're seeing a young Spurs team that all their best players are basically under the age of 25, and they're in the finals, right? They're a little ahead of schedule. And then you look at the New York Knicks, a team that is a whole bunch of really good, solid players. I would say Jalen Brunson is a star. I wouldn't put him in superstar, but he is a star and a tremendous, really, really good, talented player. And he's a guard. And the Knicks team is a really good team. They don't have a big three like we've seen win in the past. You're seeing an overall really good team that doesn't have an MVP on the roster that is right now up 2-0. So for me, it shows me that the NBA landscape of NBA has changed. How you win championships has changed a little bit, and it gives me hope that the Milwaukee Bucks can draft some young guys, and 5 years from now, we can be a team that's, making noise in the playoffs, like the Detroit Pistons took some time to rebuild after they got Cade Cunningham. So that's why I feel confident that the NBA has changed and the Bucks can rebuild.
That was the number one
good.
overall pick.
Yeah, I understand that. He was the number one overall pick, and it took them some time to get it together. But when you have a whole bunch of swings at it and you suck, you may end up getting the number one overall pick, or you may end up getting a lot of young talent that can grow together.
Who even knows what the new draft lottery rules that have been put in
place.
You
You might actually be better off because you might not
be in the
bottom
bottom
out.
three.
Yeah, or whatever team you get, picks you get.
Well, you're a big T-shirt guy. Are you going to make us World Cup T-shirts?
I'm a big T-shirt guy. No World Cup T-shirts, but we will be celebrating USA. And if you want to get any type of shirts made, getting ready for the holiday or getting ready for any events coming up soon, you can work with my friends at Big Frog. I'm telling you this right now. They can hook you up if you want shirts. They can hook you up if you want hoodies. They can hook you up with posters. They can hook you up with all the apparel needs that you want to get, whether you're doing something for your family, whether you're doing something for a business like getting a polo, or whether or not you're doing something for a sports team where you want to get new cool uniforms. They can do it at Big Frog in Mequon. Their customer service is second to none, and with their hands-on design team, they can help you personalize anything that you want. We wanted to get a Wallace wedding logo made. Guess what? Brittany at Big Frog, she made that logo for us. So it's absolutely awesome, the customer service and the attention to detail that they get. And then what I love is there's no minimums. There's fast turnarounds, and they are trusted people. So whether you want 50 shirts or 500, Big Frog delivers the quality that you can count on and the quality that you need. So make sure you stop in and see them today in Mequon. That's Big Frog in Mequon, or visit Big Frog online at bigfrog.com/Mequon. Ribbit, we love Big Frog.
Do you want me to go get those brooms out of the closet?
Please
guys?
don't. Please don't.
The brooms that just spray dust all over.
Please don't.
Strofe, you'd be fine with it. You're not in the room.
Yeah, that's fine. You can bring them into the studio.
I'm realizing that I think I am sick because of the high pollen and my allergies. I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month. I'm legit.
What a bombshell you just dropped on us there.
I need to take medicine.
I'm realizing that allergies can, become a thing when you get older. Like
the brewer slept. We'll talk about it next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
Somehow she still loves you. Still fascinating to me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound on 41, going to be a heavy ride from Good Hope Road all the way to Capitol Drive. Northbound from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. Westbound 94, watch for delays from about 35th Street all the way to Hawley, and then back on the brakes just before Moreland Road all the way to Calhoun. We've also got the eastbound side backing up from Hawley Road to 35th as well. Southbound 43, we got backups from just before Capitol Drive. They're pretty solid all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Part of the problem, we've got a crash on the ramp, right at the ramp from 9th Street with the right shoulder blocked, and then another one at Keefe that has the right shoulder blocked as well. Buying a home? Apply for a stress-free mortgage from Great Midwest Bank and experience your state of tranquility. Visit greatmidwestbank.com, your equal housing lender. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of storms with a low of 63. Tomorrow, a chance of storms. It'll be warm and humid with a high of 84. Weather is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Join ESPN Milwaukee in Yingling this Friday at Dugout 54 on Blue Mountain, starting at 5 for an exciting Yingling watch party. Hang with the ESPN Milwaukee street team, score awesome Yingling prizes, and catch Homer broadcasting live before the game. Cold beer, warm summer nights, and the people who matter most. That's the spirit of Yingling Lager. Yingling has been bringing Americans together since 1829. Crack open a Yingling Lager and raise a toast to American tradition. Stop by Dugout 54 this Friday, starting at 5. DJ Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
This is Aaron Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year Award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Milwaukee Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our doctor-developed, easy-to-follow weight loss program helps you lose weight fast, naturally and safely, and with no drugs or injections with risk of serious side effects, no prepackaged meals, bars, shakes, and no exercising required. Our program helps reset your metabolism so you can keep the weight off for good with a coach for ongoing support. Our program costs up to half as much and works up to twice as fast as most other programs. Go to MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com to schedule your free consultation.
Homer here. I've been on this journey since January and have already lost 27 pounds and on my way to at least 30. What I love most is how safe and easy this program has been. No complicated plans, just real results that fit into everyday life. If you've been looking for a weight loss program that really works, this is it. For a limited time, get $200 off with our summer special. Book your free consultation at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com. That's MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary.
Get out of the house this summer and head to Road America, conveniently located between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. This legendary 4-mile, 14-turn road course has been hosting the world's best racers since 1955. Bring the whole family. Kids 16 and under get in free with a paying adult at the gate. You can camp on site, explore the grounds, and take in the racing your way. It's more than just a race, it's a full experience. IndyCar is the must-see race coming June 18th through the 21st. Come for the experience, stay for the race. Get your tickets at roadamerica.com.
ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel here for Events by Design. If you're planning an annual meeting, leadership summit, product launch, or trade show, you already know the pressure is on. Events by Design takes those high-stake moments and turns them into immersive experiences that energize your audience and elevate your brand. They handle everything: designing, planning, production, ensuring your event is executed seamlessly. No stress, no scrambling, just a memorable experience that delivers. Get started today. Just search online. Events by Design. They design, you party.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I can't raise my arms, I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or get through a workday without exhausting pain. Ben Brust here, and I'm here to celebrate what you can do, and that's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing, not bracing for the next jolt of pain. That's gone. They've moved on to living their best lives. Maybe you've heard Dr. Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics, and so many of you have been through their game-changing regenerative treatments done right in the office. There's no missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. That inflammation calms down. And we love hearing from you. So what you got to do is dig out from under that long list of cans and get back to living your best life by finding out if you're a good candidate. It's a great life out there. Go live it to the fullest. Consultations are totally free. Weekend appointments are available, so call 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. He's still bad at it. Yeah. Just like be better. Brewers! Oh, the bruise there was good.
Yeah, that was better. That was better.
The ers is so...
It cracked a little bit.
It was better.
Them allergies.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Stroh running the show. The Brewers take care of business and sweep the Colorado Rockies. And that's not the biggest story in the world, but it is important, right? The Brewers last year and this year have had great records against teams above 500. And a great team like the Brewers takes care of business. You have another opportunity coming up in this next series out in Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas!
As they are playing at a AAA stadium in Las Vegas.
Big numbers, you think?
Minor league stadium. Over-under's 11, so they're expecting, which by the way, I still think is high considering Kyle Harrison is pitching and he doesn't give up a lot of runs.
That's true.
That's just my opinion. Now, beyond beating the Rockies, I can't get it out of my head. And everyone, maybe you didn't see the clip. Jacob Mizorowski had runners on first and third with one out, and he was in the 7th inning. He's looking at the dugout. He's saying, no, 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 no. And he's looking at Pat Murphy because this is around the time where the pitch count's getting higher, and he wants to get out of his mess. And I thought it was an awesome moment, not just for Pat Murphy to be like, yes, I trust you, but for Jacob Mizorowski to be like, no. I'm that dude. I literally gave up one earned run all of May. I am pitching like one of the best pitchers in baseball. You're going to treat me like one. You are going to give me this opportunity to shut the door on something that I am in right now because I'm good enough. Like, that to me is the bigger story than Murph. It's about Miz. Not only, like, having the gumption to say to Pat Murphy, who's, you know, he could have just been like, no, young buck. I make the decisions around here. Good on him to let him pitch out the inning. But to deliver is another thing at his age, right? To be in that spot and to deliver on getting out of that spot was so awesome to see from your future potential Cy Young winner this year.
Yeah, when you're a leader of men and you're a developer of young talent, this is exactly what you do. You understand when you put them in a position to allow for them to figure it all out. And even though Pat Murphy was going to bring him, probably take him out the game, him speaking up and Pat gave him an opportunity to say, you know what? All right, go get it. You want it? You got it. And I'm with you, Ben. This is about Jacob Mizorowski and about him saying, I want the ball and I want to get out of this jam, and him actually getting out the jam. This is a huge leap for his confidence and a big step that he took on Saturday, which overall him turning into this ace that we're going to see. And so that for me is that you play sports at a very high level. And saying I want the ball is based off the confidence in oneself. But actually following through and delivering and getting out of the inning, that right there just says, oh, I'm the man. I'm the dude. I'm the guy. I can do this. And so his confidence, which was already sky high, goes to a whole nother level where he feels like he is untouchable. The punch out, strike three, painting it, getting what he needs to do, that right there just shows you if he needs to lock in, if he needs to be focused, if he needs to zero in, he's going to do that. We saw it in the playoffs last year, and now once again throughout the season we're seeing this. What we saw before was fantastic, but now I believe that Jacob Mizorowski, the pitcher that we are seeing now,
not the thrower, the pitcher.
This is the guy.
That's the difference.
He's arrived. This is who he is. So now my expectation.
I said that you didn't believe me. I said, what if he continues to show that he is this pitcher that has the arsenal and the confidence and the placement? He's not walking. He's got it.
There are steps that you take. But what I just saw from Jacob Mizorowski is that I am ready to officially say, because before I say, yeah, he's the ace of the staff, he's really good, but we'll see how long can he sustain this. I expect more performances like this from Jacob Mizorowski than bad days. This is who he is. He's a dude. He's the Justin Verlander type guy, Max Scherzer type guy, Clayton Kershaw, where every time he's on the mound, you fully expect him to be lights out. The Milwaukee Brewers have a type of guy like that. We're not talking about Corbin Burns level of good. That Corbin Burns was a Cy Young Award winner. Corbin Burns was great. We're talking about an elite level pitcher, and that's exactly what we're getting right now from him. And congratulations to the Milwaukee Brewers, and congratulations to we the fans of the Milwaukee Brewers. You now, every 5 days or 6 days, get an opportunity to watch the Miz pitch and watch an ace pitch. Ben, when does the Miz pitch next?
He's going to pitch against the Phillies. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to pick the date. I have ended me trying to project. If they have an off day, they have been running arms where they might go 6 games, 6 different starters. Like this could be the reality in a good way in which you do not overuse Jacob Mizorowski if you're still able to find wins while just kind of rotating a cast of characters in between Kyle Harrison and Mizorowski.
There's nothing that Pat Murphy can do to make me say I don't trust him. Every string he pulls, every lever he pulls, anything he does, I believe in Pat Murphy. The fact that Pat Murphy, even on Saturday, decided not to pull his starter out of the game because his pitcher asked not to be pulled out of the game, and he said, go ahead and get out of it then. That's what you want, and it worked. It's just like, dude, what does he do wrong? And I'm being honest with you. Going all the way back to his college days, he's always just been great. He's been a great manager.
He always has. He's got the pulse. But again, I go back to the fact that Jacob Mizorowski saying no, no, no. A, I like that from a confidence in himself. B, Pat Murphy could have said, yes, 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 you're coming out, and let him go. And then he delivered. That's a growth moment so early in his career where every time he gets the opportunity, he answers the bell. I think about the game I was at last year where he gave up the home run in the regular season at American Family Field on the first batter to Shohei Ohtani. And then he went the longest he had in at the time was a really long outing in 6 innings. He kept, although he didn't have the punch out numbers that were double digit, he said I think he still got to 8 if I'm not mistaken. But his pitch count was so low in the first and second and third inning where I was like, that is also maturation. Yeah. Not just punching guys out, and people are trying to now guess on how they can get contact on him. And if you're guessing, That's a good place to be if they're
He
guessing that
is-
early what he's going to throw.
He's putting it all together, Ben. Like we're watching a guy put it all together and absolutely dominate, right? When somebody is not even rattled by allowing runs early, when they're not rattled by being in a jam, they get stronger. They see the moment, they say, okay, I'm up for this challenge. That is when you are developing
Tight, low,
a
and inside
beast.
twice in a row,
We are. I'm telling you, we're watching the development of an absolute animal, an absolute beast right now at Jacob.
Is
Nicolowski.
Chef Ed using regression right? Ben, 100. Our boy has showed regression in becoming a legit MLB pitcher.
No. That's
Leave
not.
the regression talk to me.
Ooh, shots fired at you, Chef Ed. Shots fired.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe. Again, going to be hopefully you have a hobby before 9 o'clock. I mean, these are late games. What are you going to do?
Oh, I'm going to watch Love Island.
All right. What are you going to do?
I am going to do the Homer Hour.
Nice.
From 5 until 6.
I'm also going to do that.
And then,
a double dose.
Then I'm going to work
On
out.
my ride home, I got Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe. What a treat.
Well, and
You
Brian
guys
Balaga,
should have
of course.
Jesse
Brian
Nelson
Balaga.
join Brian Balaga as well. We'll have a
I
big
need
party.
Yeah,
the
I'll
size
take
of
him.
Jesse's party in Sun Prairie.
I'll take a little break from Jesse for a little bit. He attacked my character today. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to work
First
out.
of all, why you guys all got to put Jesse Nelson on the air? His voice is so annoying.
Strofe, you want to work out with me after?
Nope, I'm busy.
Okay, well, we're working
That
out
was
and
quick.
then go home, make dinner, and
Isn't
relax.
that great? I love the West Coast games. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't love.
I'm a
They're
night owl.
late.
I'm a night, but you stay up.
I do.
No,
So,
you fell asleep last time there was a West Coast trip, and I was
did.
texting you. I was very upset.
I did.
Yeah,
9. What is it tonight? 9:05.
Like
Which
9:05,
means it'll be 9:10.
Yeah.
Which means that game will end somewhere around
11:30.
midnight.
2.5 hours.
I should be up for that. I should be good tonight. And then
It's Monday. No big plans to hit the bar.
9:05 tonight. 9:05 tomorrow.
Tuesday and Wednesday, we don't know what Strofe's got planned.
Wednesday 8:05. We'll see how that one goes.
What do you mean we'll see how that one goes? An extra hour earlier.
Right, but Love Island comes out at 8 o'clock.
Oh my God! You're choosing Love Island over the Brewers.
It's the A's.
Watch Love Island back.
It's the A's. Tonight I care because it's Kyle Harrison.
You suck.
You watched Love Island yet? Has your wife suckered you in?
She started watching, but I am not.
I've never seen this
Love Island is
It's
terrible
trash.
television. Well, yeah,
I
yes,
can't-
but we have talked about it many
Choosing
times.
Love Island
Man.
just because it's the Athletics. By the way, just a week ago or two, the Athletics were first of the AL West. Like
Well, hold on.
they are a team
Hold on.
of pop.
Can you hold on for a moment?
No, you're
Love
you're
Island is
you're
only-
Love Island over Brewers.
It's only
You're-
50 minutes long.
Don't care.
So I can jump into the Brewers in the
No.
fourth inning.
Do you
Don't
guys
care.
watch this Summer House?
No, I'm familiar, but I haven't watched it.
A
lot of drama is my understanding.
baby girl, listen.
Andy Cohen's involved.
I don't know.
I'll
He'd
be
in
watching the
background.
Spurs Knicks like a real sports fan. Game 3 of
Oh,
the
that'll be
NBA
on too.
Finals.
That'll be
Yeah,
on.
you
2
watch
TV night.
Love Island. That's cool.
2 TV night.
Two TVs.
Two
Who-
TVs.
You have two
have to
TVs.
bring out a second
Yeah,
TV.
bring out a second TV tonight.
Oh, why you have two TVs in one room?
Yeah.
Why
That's so sweet. She can afford that.
Oh wait,
We live Strofe next.
Rude.
You're dealing with Kyle and Brust
I think I need to take medicine. I've been sick for a month.
on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At our backups, basically from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. Northbound slowing down from Mayfair Road up past Burleigh. We've got eastbound 94 tightening up right through the stadium, starting about 68th Street all the way to 35th. Westbound from 35th Street to Holly Road, and then again from about Elm Grove Road, going to be heavy almost to Calhoun. We've got backups on the bypass as well. Southbound from just before Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange to about Forest Home. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of storms with a low of 63. Tomorrow, a chance of storms. It'll be warm and humid with a high of 84. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Catch a Brewers showdown with the Phillies Friday, June 12th through Sunday, the 14th. Come see the crew and leave with a giveaway as the first 25,000 fans on Saturday, the 13th will get a William Contreras bobblehead, courtesy of Nicolay Water. Then, kids own the ballpark Sunday, the 14th, when the first 5,000 fans ages 14 and under get a Sal Frelick jersey, courtesy of Joy. Score your seats for a can't-miss summer weekend at Brewers.com.
Your local bar could be your ticket to a global stage. Michelob Ultra Soccer Shootout is giving fans the chance to win tickets to the FIFA World Cup 26 at Zocalo, starting at 4 p.m. on Thursday, June 11th. Also enjoy Michelob Ultra at Maxwell Cedarburg, Potawatomi, and Spanky's Waterford. Your neighborhood, your shot at the world's biggest game. Play for the chance to witness history. Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 26. Enjoy responsibly. 2026 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21+. Void where prohibited.
Looking to transform your home with stylish furniture and home accessories without breaking the bank? At your local IKEA in Oak Creek, they believe everyone deserves a beautiful and affordable living experience that enhances your everyday life. From comfortable and fashionable sofas and sectionals to kitchens full of inspiration to bedrooms designed to help you find your best sleep and relaxation, IKEA's home furnishing combines form and function to fit any lifestyle and budget. Visit IKEA Oak Creek today or explore their collection online at ikea.com/US.
Hey y'all, it's the Rocket Roger Clemens here. Spent a lot of time pitching heat. Years later, the pain in my joints remind me of those days, but I'm not looking to sit still, and I definitely am not interested in going under the knife. That's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Not just for elite retired athletes. QC Kinetics gives everyday folks joint pain relief using regenerative treatments that work with your body to help repair joint damage.
No surgery, no long recovery, whether it's your knees, hips, shoulders, or back. My friends at QC Kinetics will help you get moving again so you can get back to doing the things you love.
QC Kinetics medical professionals will look at your x-rays or MRI to determine if you're a good candidate.
I trusted QC Kinetics to help me feel like myself again, and I'm proud to recommend them to you.
Call QC Kinetics today and schedule your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
You know, I mean, your home is about as personal as it gets, right?
We want to build a relationship with homeowners, not only educating them, but we're getting to know them and allowing them an opportunity to get to know us.
Yeah, the interview goes both ways. Mm-hmm. Getting to know people while also serving them. It's so much more than just, okay, we're replacing your roof.
Besides that, it's just the right thing to do. See how Big Fish Contracting is renovating homes and redeeming an industry at bigfishcontracting.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Paul's Jewelers is the place to go if you are thinking about buying jewelry or if you're thinking about making a big step like getting an engagement ring, or maybe you're like me who needed a wedding band. I went to Paul's Jewelers, and the team there out in West Dallas, they hooked me up. They made the whole process so smooth, so easy, and they also allow for me to get a custom design ring. Their showroom is fantastic. They have all different type of rings, all different type of diamonds. They have traditional diamonds. They have lab diamonds. They have everything that you need, but more importantly, they give you a peace of mind. And right now, to celebrate bands made in the USA for America's 250th anniversary, they are honoring the makers who keep jewelry craft alive. June 25th, June 26th, and June 27th, they will be having a great event for you to meet American crafters of great jewelry. You can talk with the artists in shop, you can try on every piece, but more importantly, you can start designing your ring of your own. For nearly 60 years, Paul's Jewelers has been your trusted destination for jewelry and repair, and there's no reason to go anywhere else other than Paul's Jewelers, because they will make your one-of-a-kind creation come to life. Visit Paul's Jewelers today in West Dallas.
Kyle and Brust taking you into the Homer Hour at 5 o'clock with Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe.
Big time show.
What a duo.
Good show. Well, yeah, we're going to talk about Christian Watson. We're going to talk about the leadership.
You can tell me that
we'll
later.
Do everything. Everything. 5 to 6. 1 more hour of Kyle. 4 hours of Kyle. Crazy.
That's too much.
Says who?
Says me.
What? Strofe?
He
Wow.
dinged you,
That
and he's
is-
your producer.
It's a lot of Kyle.
This is crazy, and I'm the bad guy.
I look forward to it though. New setting for Kyle. I
I
don't
will
believe
be
he's
interested to see.
I don't believe he's ever filled in on the Homer Hour.
Yeah.
so.
I haven't. Me and Brian Balago will have fun.
So Ken chimes in as we're talking about how Strofe has 2 TVs, one for Love Island, one for the Brewers. He forgot the Game 3 of the NBA Finals round. Alex's fiance's TV is 55 inches, and Alex's, 30?
Yeah, good old 32.
I was thinking more like
they're
the
more affordable
plasma
now.
screen TV
No, you
that
guys
Michael
have, hold
Scott
on.
has.
You guys have to remember something. So, prior to us living together, I was a single dude. She was a single woman, and I spent.
You were a dude. You weren't a man. She was a woman.
She was a woman. I was a dude.
It's a little bit more distinguished.
The dude in this relationship was I was a single guy. What do you guys think I did with my free time? I sat on my couch and watched sports. So I
And played video
prioritized.
games.
I prioritized the big TV. So the TV in our living room, which is it's actually larger than 56. I don't know how big it is though. It's my TV.
You don't know how big your TV is?
No, not off the top of my head, to be honest.
I got 75-inch in the basement. I want to get bigger.
I think it's smaller than 75. Regardless, the size doesn't really matter.
Is, trust me. No, it matters.
He said it is.
It is. It's much smaller than 75, and it matters. Quick nugget before the wheel stroke.
Okay, nugget.
Thanks
I
to-
would finish my story. It's fine.
No, your story's done. The
You-
dude
you
woman
brought
thing.
this
Yeah,
up.
you spent your money on TV. She didn't care. Got it. Nailed it. Thanks to Coors Weekend, the Brewers went from 30th at home runs to 29th.
All right.
Who'd they top?
I think it's the Red Sox.
All
That
right.
sounds right. They're very bad. That makes sense.
And
we love
they're
Colorado.
going to another small stadium with the high over-under.
Triple A.
Yeah, let's
shoot up the list.
Let's go,
Take
baby.
advantage.
We'll be
Yeah,
at
let's
25
get
in
to
no
28th.
time.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
It might be 20.
I would imagine the gap between 29 and 25 is pretty big.
I would, based off how many home runs the Brewers had, it's probably at least 5 home runs.
Wheel of Strofe.
It's time for the
Wheel
of
Strofe. 25th is the Rockies. They have 61 home runs. The Brewers have 50.
Jeez.
Damn!
They are 11. They are 11 home runs away from
homers
25th.
this next 3 games.
Let's just try to get to 28th, which is only 2 more than the Brewers.
Yeah, you're right. Focus on
Past
what's
the
next.
Rays.
All right, here we go. Wheel Strofe.
Wheel of Strofe.
I think I just broke something. That's all right, though. As if we haven't had enough Jesse Nelson
Oh,
talk
God.
on this program. Jesse Nelson put on his Big J hat over the weekend at the American Family Insurance Celebrity Foursome, which included, of course, former Packers wide receiver Donald Driver and Jordy Nelson teaming up against Andy North and KK Harvey. Jesse asked a question. I'm not going to play the question he asked. I'm going to rather play how he opened his question to Jordy Nelson and Donald Driver. Take a listen for yourself and tell me if you thought this was good or bad.
Donald, you didn't give me tickets out while you're out on the course today.
No tickets. No tickets today. Everybody buckled up on their way in, so we good. We're good.
Not bad.
Not bad.
So that's Jesse
bad.
Nelson referring to, of course, Donald Driver's famous Click It or Ticket campaign that he's been doing for well over a decade.
You
Benny?
got DD to crack a pretty big smile.
Yeah. Look at that.
Jesse probably, if we're being honest, would prepare that for weeks.
You know what? Why Donald Driver likes that? He said that money gonna keep coming.
Correct.
That clicking and ticket money from the state of Wisconsin.
For
Yeah.
money in Donald's pocket.
Yeah, he said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you, you odd-looking sir there in the crowd for asking that question."
You odd-looking sir.
Cha-ching. Y'all see, he gonna send that straight to the Wisconsin DOT. Look.
It's working.
It's working. Keep sending me them thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
See, really, you guys both a fan of Jesse Nelson's opener.
It was good. He did a good. He
Yeah,
made
I mean,
Donald Driver
and I've never
laugh.
said Jesse isn't entertaining. I just said he's lazy and
I've never called
annoying.
him lazy. Now that's crazy.
He is entertaining.
Yeah.
Wheel of
Like
Stroke.
him throwing a party is entertaining because I knew no one would go.
Well, it sounded like some people went.
Stroke would've
Some
went.
people.
I went last year.
Of course
I
you
said that
would.
right.
You have
Of course
FOMO. You always want
I
to go.
put you in that category.
Yeah, I had a good time. He actually, his party, don't know how this year's
Actually,
was.
see, that's the point. You start with actually.
Yeah,
You're
my
expecting it.
expectations weren't high.
What would I do if I was there? What would I have done?
You would have probably had
Why
some
did
food.
I come?
sit at the picnic table, have a little chit chat with a couple of people.
And
maybe
talk
play
about
a little
what?
cards.
What do I talk about?
Whatever the conversation that was happening. You would have been late.
Am I good? No, it wouldn't happen. They were all at the golf course still when I left. Just so you know.
You left at what time? 6 o'clock?
No, I left at 5, and they were all still at the golf course. The whole team. And I'm like, dog, if I get there now, ain't nobody gonna be there, and I got somewhere to be. Ben, were they not all? They were all there.
Somewhere B continues to just be like the thing. That
You had to return something to the store, which you could have done on Saturday.
A different time.
No. It's so far from my house. Gotta get all the way out to Waukesha. Hell no, I don't get out that way for often.
You were there on Sunday.
Yeah, but then because my baby girl,
there's always
my baby girl she's on a work conference, and so it was my birthday, and we wanted to see each other. That's why I decided to do it on Sunday. Do it on Friday and then see her on Sunday.
That's it for the wheel straw.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
We got to get to Bulaga.
Yes, Bulaga.
Yes.
The warm up.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're pointing at me because obviously you want me to talk about windows from Universal Windows Direct. And that's exactly what I would do. You know what? When you are looking at upgrading your home, you may talk about different places and get different quotes. UWD says do all that. But I promise you, when you contact UWD, they will be at the top of your list because the windows that they have are high quality. The service that they get is second to none. And the installation is so easy, all done in a matter of hours. And when I work with Universal Windows Direct, I love my experience, and I want you to be able to experience that as well. And right now, when you work with UWD, they make life so much easier, and you can buy 4 windows and get 4 free. Yeah, you heard that right. Buy 4 windows and get 4 free with Universal Windows Direct. Plus, you'll get 48 months of 0% interest financing. That's 4 full years to pay with no interest, making this the perfect time to invest in your home without stretching your budget. Make sure your home is ready for this summer and call 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 to schedule your free in-home estimate or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Brian Bulaga, next.
You're along for the ride with Kyle and Brust.
I mean, I love you both, but I find Kyle a little more spot on.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Join ESPN Milwaukee in Yingling this Friday at Dugout 54 on Blue Mountain starting at 5 for an exciting Yingling watch party. Hang with the ESPN Milwaukee street team, score awesome Yingling prizes, and catch Homer broadcasting live before the game. Cold beer, warm summer nights, and the people who matter most. That's the spirit of Yingling Lager. Yingling has been bringing Americans together since 1829. Crack open a Yingling Lager and raise a toast to American tradition. Stop by Dugout 54 this Friday starting at 5. DJ Yingling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
From large manufacturer to local pizza shop and every business in between, Summit Credit Union helps your vision take shape with loan programs, great rates, and strategic solutions. Whatever you're building, you've got this. And Summit Credit Union's got you.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Kyle Wallace for Universal Windows Direct. Summer is here, and if your home already feels warmer than it should, your windows could be working against you. Right now, buy 4 windows, you get 4 free. That's one of the biggest offers of the year. Plus, you'll get 48 months of 0% interest financing, same as cash. Call 414-410-2000 or visit universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free estimate today. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free in 48 months of interest-free payments, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Summertime is when you'll find the largest selection of homes on the market.
But it's the bottom of the ninth, as it's also the time when homes move the quickest.
This is Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf and Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
And I'm Andrea Woshinski. With more buyers competing, preparation, speed, and expert local guidance can make all the difference.
Start your home journey today with our white glove service at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf and Associates,
a real estate team driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
Service and savings. It's Woodman.
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint.
I'm Phil, saving you big time money on fire and ice.
20 pounds of serve ice, $2.89 each, or bundles of firewood, 2 for $8.50 or $4 for $49 each.
Ay caramba, hot prices on fire and ice.
Ice $2.89, firewood $4.49.
No one's even close to these prices.
Better products, better prices, better service, because we're employee owned.
Your next great round begins at Sweetgrass and Sage Run at the Island Resort and Casino. Book early in the week for best availability. Beginning in July, Stay and Play guests can preview the brand new 9-hole Cedar course, inspired by the golden age of golf. At the Island, your golf trip becomes a full resort experience with relaxing spa treatments and exceptional dining to thrilling casino action. Plan your golf adventure today at islandresortgolf.com.
Watch your step. You're with Kyle and Brust on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
News on the Yuengling guest hotline is Brian Balaga. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. Brian, welcome into Kyle and Brust.
How are we doing, guys?
Doing pretty good. I probably should have had Strofe reach out ahead of time, but we'll give you in no particular order. Who are your 5 most important Green Bay Packers for 2026 that are not named Micah Parsons and Jordan Love?
Oh, good question. Where do you want me to start? 5 down to 1?
You can go no particular order, unless you want to go 5 to 1.
Well, I don't. Maybe I'll just go no particular order. Jordan Morgan. I think he's probably one of the most important ones.
I had him number 1 on my list.
Yeah, that to me is going to be a big piece. I think Christian Watson, how he performs, I think that's going to be key. Matthew Golden. So those 2. I'll say, I think Tucker Kraft is obviously super important, but I feel like he's going to perform really well. So I don't, it's not like I'll say Tucker Kraft, but I don't really have to say Tucker Kraft. And then I'm going to say for my last one, pick a corner, any corner, starter.
Wow. No LVN, no Edge Coop.
They're all important, but I just feel like there's questions at the corner position, and that's going to be vital for this year's success.
That's an interesting thing. Jason mentioned corner. We didn't have corner on our list.
I guess because I don't know when we talk about what corner we need to step up or level, I just feel like we already know what we're going to get from Keyshawn Nixon. We know what Carrington Valentine has to offer. Benjamin St. Juice is new to this team, and then Brandon Cisse, he's a rookie as well, new to the team. So I don't know what I can expect from those guys. I don't think I expect anybody to all of a sudden become this corner that I can really trust to be a difference maker.
Well, you make a good point, but someone can always elevate their game and play better than what you expect, right? That's the point of a new season, maybe some learned experiences and things like that. Another year in the league, a little bit wiser, so to speak.
Did Carrington Valentine get any stronger? Because I won a 3rd year of him getting pushed 10 yards out of the frame from Dallas Goedert and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no, I doubt that probably happened. I doubt that took place, but that's okay. He's a corner. He doesn't need to be the strongest man on earth. But, yeah, I just think that position, because we have so many questions at it, someone has to step up and perform really well. Someone has to be able to really solidify a side of the field, and it's very important.
Well, let me push back a little bit on the reason why I feel like Edgerrin Cooper potentially from a playmaking standpoint or LVN is because the unknown of Micah Parsons and when he'll be back. Don't you think that warrants one type of playmaking guy in the front seven there?
Oh, for sure. I mean, LVN is definitely a runner-up in my opinion, or
honorable mention.
Honorable mention, yeah. He's definitely up there. I just do I think he has loads of potential to perform well and be a key piece? Yeah, I do. I need to see a little bit, and as of right now, obviously he had injuries last year, and he was performing well until he got the bad injury with the foot. Is he just kind of who he is, right? What we've seen so far, or does he have another level, right? Does he have another bar that he can raise? So to me, that's why I didn't include him. But he's certainly honorable mention in my opinion.
Do you trust this defensive line with the guys that we see, as you're talking about Lucas Van Ness? Do you trust for them to be able to survive potentially the first 8 weeks without Micah Parsons if what his brother says comes to fruition?
I'm a little nervous about it. Obviously, the addition of Hargrave, that's a big addition, and especially for the run defense. But from a pass rushing standpoint, yeah, I'm a little nervous about it. If he's out for 8 weeks, it'll make me go into every game thinking, which is why I saw that comment, which is why I think the secondary becomes even more important now because those guys have to hold up on the back end. We kind of saw what happened when Micah left last year. So it makes me feel like we could see a little bit more of the same. Again, it could be a little bit better. It could be, I don't think it gets worse from a pass rush standpoint without him there. But if it's going to be more of the same, the back end needs to hold up much better.
Brian Balaga here on the Yingling guest line. Brian, you're my soccer guy. Can I lean on you to tell me if USA is going to be looking good against Paraguay?
USA.
They've struggled against Paraguay, I believe is the way it's pronounced. Isn't it?
I'm sorry, Paraguay.
They've struggled in the past against them in CONCACAF type things like Gold Cup and things like that. They've struggled a little bit. So as well as they played against Germany, which I think they played well even though they lost.
Yeah, they did.
I think I feel good about a second place finish in the group. I feel good about that because I still think the team shows.
Is that the floor you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's the worst they're going to finish is second.
I agree. It's a little easier group with Turkey, Australia, and then Paraguay.
Well, Turkey's the best team in the group,
but in comparison to other groups.
But yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. Like if Paraguay wasn't in there and we didn't struggle with them like we have in the past, then I'd feel really good about it. But we've struggled with them. I don't think we've played Australia in a true competitive match, like a tournament, ever, or for a long time. It's been at least from this cycle of players, right? The last few cycles. So it'll be interesting to see how that matchup goes. So yeah, I think they should beat Australia. I think they should beat Paraguay. Do I think they beat Turkey? I don't think so. But I think that they should finish in the second place and move on to the. How many teams are there now? What is it? 36. 36 move on.
Is it 36 or 48 teams that they?
Well, it's 48, but I mean that move on to the knockout.
The knockout round. I couldn't tell you. You're a soccer guy. We need.
Well,
it should
be 20. Is it? Are they doing more than just 24? Wouldn't it just be half of the group?
Well, no, now because they're adding third place teams into the best third place team.
Oh,
woo. So there's more teams, more money.
Gracious.
Got to get it.
Well, Brian, I wish you luck because you have Kyle Wallace and Alex Strofe. No homer today.
Let's go, Brian.
Can't wait.
Felt the energy right there. He's like Bart Scott. Can't wait. Thanks, Brian.
Yep.
That's Brian Bulaga, the Super Bowl champ. He'll be coming up next on 94.5 ESPN.